Greg's back.
Hey.
What up?
Welcome
Knob
back,
that
Greg.
needs polishing.
I got like 30-ish minutes, so
For show.
30-ish minutes?
30 minutes.
What?
I gotta finish up some calculus. And I gotta do so watch a little bit of Super Bowl with my father.
How dare you?
Fuck the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Stupid.
Yeah.
It's quality time, damn it.
It's fair.
It's all right.
It's
Let's
your
not waste too
friend.
much of our quality time. Get some music playing. Everyone catch a vibe. If Chad's got to leave a little early, it's okay.
But yeah, mostly calculus. Or I felt like I did it yesterday and I did it the day before.
Let me turn it up. It's so quiet. Okay. So getting back to our session, previously seeing our group go through a little bit of a rough patch. Everyone having some baggage, everyone's working through, everyone deciding to stay in place, wait for Kellen. The new day would eventually come. At dawn itself, I need Aility to roll me 1d4 for the looking glass.
All right.
It's a 4.
1d4 right now. Uh-oh.
Ooh.
It gains one
God.
charge back. One
Ooh.
charge. The reflective surface sort of comes back to it, giving it a curious glancing. You still look like Phineas when you check into it. On this particular day, you guys sounded like we're waiting for Kellen to get back to town. I think the only loose thing we had planned is Brett. Brett, I think you can audition for the play. I believe it was either today or tomorrow. So you can basically pick which which day, whichever.
Maybe I'll do a charisma save to see if I feel confident, and then if I'm feeling good, I'll go today, and if I don't, I'll do some more practice.
I'm down. You tell me what is a success and what's a failure. Let me know.
Brett wants at least a 15.
15. Okay. I love it.
He has
Give me
standards.
charisma saving throw.
Standards for himself.
Hey.
17. Let's go, dude.
Okay, he might as well do it today.
Easy enough. So you will, just for the sake of Chad's time as well, see we would see Brett head over to the Tailspun Theater. Once you're there, sort of kicking about, meeting some people, you would sort of see the general audition process begin. Everyone coming up and having this brief monologue that was planned and prepped that everyone's doing, and everyone having their own secondary monologue. You would see some of your theater friends come up there and audition. Everyone's going for any available part because you get a little bit more money if you get it. Though you do have the obligation of the week and a half or so of prep, and then the loosely 2 weeks of actual the performances. So as it would be Brett's turn getting up on the stage, a few of the panelists would give you a couple of easy questions. What's your name? Background, skill set, kind of getting a few of the easy ones checked off. Before finally giving you time to give your first monologue. Go ahead and give me a performance check.
Let's see.
Come on, Brett.
Yeah.
19. Nice. The prepped monologue that they handed out, you kill it. Had every word memorized. You hit all of the spots on the stage. Give all the perfect dramatic gravitas to each line.
Hell yeah.
And as that sort of comes to an end, everyone gives their applause, and the panelists would then ask you to perform your own monologue. And what would Brett's sort of prepped monologue be that he picked out?
I can't imagine that the monologue for the actual part includes anything with like fighting flair. So maybe he'd pick some kind of like fighting monologue where it's like some guys like shouting about something like during a sword fight. You know what I mean?
Ooh. Okay, that's awesome. That's awesome. Give me either performance or an acrobatics check.
My name is Indigo Montoya. You killed my father.
Prepare to die. Oh yeah.
Oh my god.
We're out here.
Was it a 19 roll?
Blows it out of the
No,
water.
that's a 17.
For a 26.
26 collectively. The monologue you prepped with all the physicality is perfect. Everyone loved it. You've definitely been one of the more like physically abled like actors to come up here. You're a little bit more flexible with like what you can actually do with like stunt work and everything. They loved it. They loved it. And after your audition would go, you would go back to the audience, probably take your seat with some of the other participants and watch the day sort of conclude. I would assume a couple hours probably going by. They'd let you know that they'll be letting out the actual cast sheet at the end of tomorrow once they've concluded the final sort of round of auditions.
Hell yeah.
You can figure out who else is auditioning. You spend the night killing all your competition.
Brett is all about sportsmanship. He would not appreciate that kind of favor.
All right, I'll do it without you knowing.
Appreciate the intent. He loves that you would kill for him. Just don't do it, please.
Only bad guys.
Yeah.
So you won't spot me 5 cold, but you'll kill 3 people so I can act in a local production. Yeah, you get it.
Yeah.
He's
I have
passionate
more.
about the local arts. He's a musician himself.
Yeah. He's got a weak spot for the arts.
That's weird. I'm doing the musical number for that play.
Any other particular activities you guys would get into? As seems like we're in a bit of a holding pattern, hoping that Kellen gets back semi soon. Unable to get a hold of him at least until tomorrow, so you guys can hopefully get another charge.
Yeah, Ailey and I gotta fix that door.
I like that you spend the day switching out the door.
Oh yeah.
Repairing the like big like broken board or two from when she also shot at the wall.
Mm.
I love it. I love that. I'll make
Brett's
you
like, I
guys
don't even want to
roll.
know.
I love it. I love it. We'll say for a new door for the two of you, if you guys wanted to split it, it would be 2 gold apiece, or Ailey can pay for the 4 gold for the door and nails and board and the random bits you may need.
I'll pay for it.
Fair
Gail
enough.
will help you though.
Help you get it all done. I love that. A little bit of teamwork.
Well, as much help as a noble has in handiwork.
Mage Hand has a 10-pound limit, so that much help.
I'll give you advantage. Good luck. Watch this.
We got the repairs going on with Ailey and with Gale. Again, I won't make you roll anything since we'll say you have basically all day to, figure it out. You got time.
Probably takes a lot longer than it should have, but it probably doesn't take all day. But a good majority.
Yeah, it looks good. It's all functional. It's all functional. It's hard to match the tone of the wood. It kind of can tell if you look close enough, but it's pretty close.
Yeah, we got the best match we could find.
Heck yeah.
Anything else from our I guess just kind of give everyone a spotlight. Like Koski? Is Koski doing anything today?
I think that he would just as dusk starts to settle and as it starts to get to dark, he would just do his nightly routine and go out and do his meditation. If Marius would like to join, he is always more than welcome to.
Yeah,
Would always try to encourage Marius to join him.
He would.
You
got a good rhythm.
Nights if we...
Cause you're my best friend.
And as that dusk would hit, you guys would have a amazing sort of meditation session. Not quite as profound as the last one or two have been, maybe, but reassuring, settling. You guys do find that calm, that peace, and that meditative state. Just feeling that balance sort of lay out as you're kind of able to, get above some of the weighing down that the world can bring. Any other particular actions on this day? Or we want to move into the following day?
The only thing I would do is just send another letter to Crud to be like, might be a little late to Deerspire.
Change of
Go
plan.
ahead. Take off another gold and 5 silver, I do believe, was our postage cost.
Mhm. Other than that, man, Marius is gonna go hang out by the beach.
Hell yeah.
He's just gonna eat street food and drink and have a chill day after sleeping for the first time in years.
Yeah, how did your sleep go? I kind of forgot to even mention that. How was your sleep?
I picture like exhausted. Like he comes home and it's just like I don't know.
Is it one of
Hollywood-
those like no dream sleeps where you just feel like you were not existent for who knows how long?
Yeah, you were just dead to the world for like 12 hours.
Yeah, like basically picture he came home at like 9:30ish, 10, and then he woke up at like 11 or noon.
Nice.
But it was like big old drool spot and like, where the fuck am I? Holy shit, what year is it? And then he's like, you know what? I feel rested. I feel good. And then yeah, he'd go send his letter and then grab some food, hang out. Anybody wanted to come, they could. He wouldn't be. He's just like, hey guys, I gotta send a letter and blah blah blah. But that's it. Mostly the letters.
I love it. Get the letter out, easy enough. Getting that out to Crud. Good meditation at the end of the day as dusk and sunset begins to hit.
After fixing the door, Gail would invite Elodie to practice some spellcraft with her.
Yeah.
I love it. Our montage for Aelody and Gale of the day. You guys like spend the morning doing all the repairs, maybe making some lunch. Then after the repairs, you hang out, do some magic practice outside as sunset hits.
That's the real
Love it.
talking about my best friend.
I love it. Such a vibe. Such a vibe. Characters growing. I love it.
Yeah.
Okay. If there's nothing else, night begins to fall. Everyone migrating their way back to the house, assumingly. What would be for dinner? Just out of curiosity, would you guys be eating together? Is this just like, a whatever sort of night? You guys are back into your own sort of routines.
I thought we would settle in for dinner with each other every night if I didn't see any other reason not to.
Yeah, Marius will splurge and buy nice things for dinner for whoever's here.
Ooh.
What's for dinner, Marius? What are you picking up?
Surf and turf, dude.
Are you like getting like carry out essentially, or are you like getting
Yeah,
ingredients?
I'm not a
dinner
cook.
for
I'm not a chef guy.
Which is easy enough. You guys have definitely heard word of all these like courier, like in-city services for like food delivery.
Yeah.
So very easy to sort of get that all set up. You could do that in
Yeah.
the morning.
A bunch of sides.
Yeah, all planned out. Take off, we'll say 5 gold. As well as if you wanted to tip anything for the delivery guy.
Give him a gold.
Dungeon Dash.
That's dash. I love that. Some good surf and turf, all good bits, some crab legs, got some shrimp, some good steak, a couple different cuts, some medallions, some actual flank, some tenderloin. All the sides, you got sour cream and onion, potatoes, all like mixed up in there. Got some garlic breads, coleslaw, beans, all sorts of stuff.
Is there a filet mignon cut?
Is there, Marius?
Vegetarian way too long to know what that is.
I feel like that's like
Is that part of
the
Surfer Turf?
cut that Gale knows.
Is that part of Serpenter?
It's a certain cut of steak.
Yeah.
Then yes, the finest of finest.
The finest
this-
of turf.
It's like
Wow.
like a sampler platter of surf and turf. All
Yeah.
different sorts of surf, all different kinds of turf. And
Got a bunch of
lots
turf
different
and surf.
fixings.
I'm not actually sure what an actual surf and turf comes with. Is it just
I
shrimp
don't
and
know
steak?
Yeah, it could be like any sort of seafood and
Potentially.
steak.
Yeah,
traditionally.
lobster,
Yeah,
crab.
it kind of depends on the place.
Learn something new every day.
It's as long as it's something from the land and something from the sea, then you can call it surf and turf.
So when I eat like veggie sushi rolls, I can call it surf and turf.
turf and turf.
Yeah, but the seaweed's from the sea.
I mean, yeah, if
Perfect.
it's got some fish in there.
See, I'm like one of you guys.
Surf and earth.
Look at us, fellow carnivores.
Well, look at us, fellow kind of. This is fun. Okay. Sorry. Yeah.
Oh yeah, if it's got like sea cucumber in it or something.
The fuck?
Oh wait, no, that's an animal.
Do you explain that you're like pretty drunk or
Horrible
anything?
person.
Or did
What?
you just like casually, you're like, oh guys, dinner's on me tonight, and then you're like, here's a smorgasbord of smurf and turf. Surf and turf.
There's Smurfs.
Call the ribs.
That's
Blue.
Fey realm food.
Yeah, that's fair.
I mean, if he saw people when he left during the day, he'd be like, "Hey guys, let me get dinner," and then he might apologize for trying to leave.
Nice. It's up in the air.
Passively says something under his breath.
Anyway, guys, enjoy the food. Sorry for trying to leave. And there's some potatoes right over there, and I got some wine. All right.
I love it. This is a very Marius apology.
I need a charisma save.
Ooh, I love it. Yeah. Should we do a persuasion check or a deception? I guess if that's your vibe.
I didn't even like you guys. I just want it to be awkward.
Honestly, unless you really fight over Gale, you can buy her back. So
Charisma
Brett cannot be
saving
bought back.
throw.
Oh yeah. Ooh, 17. I mean, for those that would be interested, Marius is in his own way. You know, this is probably the grandest apology you may have ever seen from Marius.
It's a good
It's like, hey,
apology,
guys.
no?
Sorry, I tried to leave. Just felt like take on way too much risk. We tell everybody way too much of everything. But you know, Kellen's on his way back. Let's just regroup. You know, let's just kind of stuck with each other. I just think it's best. Maybe we just, you know, tighten the ship back up. So,
I
no
agree.
more secrets. Anybody has any questions? Would like to know anything? I am now an open book. And then he's going to take a big swig of his flask.
yeah, what was with that shadow thing?
At what point, Gale?
You did be more specific.
Like way back when we saw those two figures like arguing over you, and you were like, "I don't want to talk about it."
That was Shar. And they were talking to Saloon. I was there. And I don't know if you guys know anything about Saloon or Shar. I know Koski would get it, but yeah, they kind of hate each other, and I was just stuck in the middle of both of them.
Because I remember Phineas reading about demons and saying, so that was Saloon?
Well, the shadow was Shar, but Brett remembers, or in the Gnarl, that was Saloon who showed up to help us.
What does Koski know about Shar?
You would probably know a lot about Shar. Shar is
The anti-salute.
yes, the anti-saloon. Those that follow Shar would be like your number one enemies next to Slotty, basically. They are like pure agents of like chaos and nefarious activity. Like like true followers of Shar are like very detrimental.
And so you say that these individuals are fighting over you? Is this true?
Probably lower his head a bit. I made a pact with Shar once upon a time, a long time ago. And I got strong enough, and I was able to break that pact and make a new one with Saloon. And in that moment, that's what was happening. So they were, in a sense, fighting over me.
And that's why your magic all changed to blue stuff?
That is why my appearance has changed, yes.
Didn't Brett witness that like exchange or like a flashback of it or something?
We were in the Gnarl together.
Yeah,
you
were in the snarl with him. You witnessed it.
So
You're part of the Oryx. You wanted to be a Gnarl. Just kidding.
So other night, when we were communing with Saloon, it was Shard that came through, no?
I believe it was, which is why I left to go get some answers.
So what is if Mary is strong enough to break deal with Shar, why is Shar still coming after Marius, no?
Well, I wasn't strong enough to break it on my own. I did learn some magic to help so I could stop being so reliant. But I had to ask Saloon for help, and I assumed that she would. Oh man. Kind of hesitates because at the time he was very much just using it to get out of it, but now he's more of a believer.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
But yeah, at the time, I was using their duality as leverage for a little extra help in breaking that pact. But I don't know if it's so much broken as reassigned, but I feel that I no longer owed Shar, and my pact had been fulfilled, but Shar felt otherwise, so I got stronger and asked Saloon for help. And now I think Shar is mad.
Well, I mean, if you made a pact, what was Shar's end of the deal?
It's also avoiding a lot of eye contact.
Yeah, that makes sense. That's fair.
I asked for power, and in exchange, Shar asked for not only proof of said allegiance, but a soul. I used Shar's power to kill someone and send Shar their essence.
What? Yeah, I don't have any room to talk. I'm sorry to hear that.
So I kind of regretted it, and Shar said I owed her more, and I disagreed. So I swore off my magical powers, and I've been on the run or traveling with my friend Crud for some years before Strixhaven. Just keeping moving, ducking followers. Sure, would still find me in my dreams, but as we kept moving, it seemed to stay ahead of it a little bit.
Well, I mean, even though you did that for Soul, I mean, it sounds to me though like the whole, like unyielding allegiance thing, that's you kind of broke that part of the pact.
Well, I hear you, and I think you and Shar would agree on a lot together, but
Yeah, I'm not trying to like defend their act. I'm just saying, like if that's the pact, you kind of broke it. So
yeah.
Well, but it
So-
sounds like Midius has pact with Saloon now, and he is champion of Saloon, and so he cannot be champion for Shar. Has made
So
choice.
Shar kind of pops up from time to time. Which is, kind of why I also had to break up with Aurora and start putting my, distance in between certain people as Shar got more and more aggressive and violent. So far, my new pact has held, but and he'll reference the time when he lost control and went all crazy, and then like Aurora was like, "You're wild." And he'll bring up that story of like, "Yeah, that was Shar, like really taking back over."
But you have Saloon to guide you now.
Thankfully, so be praised. It's been fine since then, other than of course last night, which is what threw me so much.
Well, for what it's worth, I'm happy you're still here.
Thank you. So I just thought, maybe we could just have a dinner, be a little open, kind of regroup, and then of course when Kellen gets here, we'll focus on getting Liliana, and I guess just a step at a time.
And then you'll leave.
Well,
I don't think he's leaving, Brett.
Why tell us all this now?
because I'm leaving tomorrow night. Just kidding.
That would be hilarious.
That would be wild.
I just feel like it's been a tense couple of days, and I feel like maybe we were splintering a bit, and sometimes I feel like pressure can shatter or it can strengthen. And I was hoping that maybe we could strengthen our resolve through this pressure. And Brett, I don't want to leave until this is done, but also, we can't just stay a group forever. You probably want to settle down with Quinn somewhere, and Cassie's probably got more things to split in half with his axe, and I'm sure Gale wants to go back to life of luxury. He'll shrug while gesturing to her. So, I mean, we could always be friends, but, even Strixhaven, we would have graduated and followed our own paths. No, we'll see this through to the end as a group. At least I will.
I mean, given new information that Marius has shared with new friend Koski, it seems as though Koski is supposed to stay with Marius for at least time being.
So, yeah, I was just hoping that we could just kind of settle the group back down. I mean, I was obviously part of the problem, but yeah, so we can move forward. If there's anything anybody else wants to know, bring up, we announce the time, and then we can...
I mean, I'm sure I'm gonna have questions at some point, but right now I'm still just kind of trying to get over the fact that you murdered someone. Okay.
Yeah.
It was a celestial, so it was the rarest of someone's.
Well, that doesn't make it any better.
Oh, he kept that to himself, but yeah.
Gail's just like staring off in a corner, just like, what the fuck? I don't. Oh.
Hey guys, I'm so hungry I could kill, am I right?
He's just chowing down on like another crab leg.
Hey,
Really
but he's
hungry
just
now.
like, "Huh, that was funny." Okay.
Brett will make himself a plate, but I don't think he'll end up eating much of it.
Fair. It's fair.
You know,
Just
while we're on
rearranges the food so it looks like it's been eaten.
Yeah, pretty much.
while we're on the subject of packs, I guess. I mean, do you want to go over like exactly what yours was, Elodie? Maybe that could give us a bit of insight to what exactly happened.
Well, while everything was happening at Strixhaven, I took liberty and kind of did some research myself and made a pact with the Raven Queen.
Yeah, so I
To
mean, your
to
end
give
was to
me
get rid of Phineas.
full control over our body. And I'm realizing that that is a mistake. I'm realizing that I don't know what to do with my life. And I'm realizing that I feel like I'm doing more bad than good as I look over at Brett.
Brett's just like staring at his plate, like listening to everything. 'Cause he's just like, what even is today?
But so,
And
what was her end? What did she get? Did she say?
I'm going to be honest. I'm not 100% for sure. But I think it might have been my brother's soul. But I can't be 100%. I just know when I was making the pact and figuring everything out, I was only thinking selfish thoughts and not anything else. So I don't even know if I can get my brother back. I don't know if... Yeah, I don't know.
Even though I asked you about him and you said it was fine, that was just a lie.
Yeah, it was.
Well, great dinner, everyone. Grabs a roll.
This is very heavy stuff that
Sorry.
group did not know about each other before.
Hey, Brett.
I mean, seems good to share. Night, Brett. Hope you have good evening. Feel like he's not doing so well. Somebody may want to go check on him. Probably, I mean, Koski offered to go check on him, but Koski not know Brett as well as rest of everybody do. But your choice.
Gail's gonna throw back her wine glass, finishing her almost full drink. Just glug glug glug. Okay. Get up. Make your way up the stairs.
One breakthrough, and all of a sudden, Gale's the strong.
Right there. Right. She's the
Well-
strong one.
Stand back, guys.
She's owning
Job
all
never
of the
quits.
Time
Job
to
never
braid
ends.
Brett's hair.
Well, and also,
Right.
out of anybody right now, I feel like again, Gail's the only one to comfort her. Like, I
didn't
don't
do
think
anything.
Brett's necessarily mad at her. At least I don't think.
I don't know.
Definitely not Marius.
Koski will pick Brett up and rock him.
Or Aility, yeah, Aility and her
Probably
bread are
Kellen.
perfect.
Sorry, Koski, you're just a little too new. You're nice, but you don't have the depth here.
Hey, he'll pick Brett up and he'll rock him gently. You don't know.
I feel like out of everyone, Brett is just pissed off at Aility. As soon as you said, oh, so you just lied to me? I was like, oh shit.
Why do we fall, Master Brett? Can get back up.
You see Gale toss back the drink, head upstairs, probably saying Brett's door closed.
Yeah, I was about to ask because it's closed.
Yeah, it is.
We heard it slam shut. Get yourself.
As,
He
as
can't
she's
help
walking
himself.
up
He's just
before
too
she even
strong.
reaches, before she even reaches the door, she just mage hand knock knock knock, and then she's at the door.
No
Hey.
response.
Look, I know you're mad. Yeah, I mean, I'm mad too, but trying to get over it because there's so much I feel at stake. I mean, I'm not trying to tell you to just get over it, be fine, but
Be cool if you did.
be really cool if you did. No, you know, I just, can. Do you want to be alone? Or
And Gail's really not good at this comforting thing.
But she's doing it. God damn it. It's beautiful.
But she's doing it.
He's like, there's like a moment, and like, just as you step away, like maybe that first step, creak of the wood, you hear Brett like muffled through the door, and he's like, I appreciate what you're trying to do, Gail, but like, believe it or not, I need more than 10 seconds to cool off.
yeah, I get it. I just want to make sure you wanted to actually be alone.
Heard, my dude. Good night.
Yeesh. I feel like I made things worse.
He sounds fine.
The visible cringe of Gale as she walks away.
Sounds good.
I love it.
Well, Marius is feeling great. Like he feels like a weight's off his shoulder. He's well
So many
fed.
burdens.
So anyway, guys, I'm gonna go to the tavern. I'm gonna get drunk and see if there's like a open stage.
Over mic night.
Mm-hmm.
Sing my heart out tonight because of this burden off.
I gotta
my
get drunk and do some karaoke, so if you guys wanna come, you can.
Doing drunk karaoke. Is that the vibe?
Yeah, dude, I'm feeling great, man. I slept good. I had a great day at the beach. I'm not trying to lie with this group anymore.
Marius feels like a new man.
Yeah, I'm floating.
Is
Your
it
hair is
weird?
probably like a little more blonde now. Your eyes are a little bit brighter. Like,
He changes into his classy performing clothes.
I say, is it
Your
weird?
elbows aren't dry.
that- no crusties in the eye ducts.
Dude, I moisturize every day. You can catch an ashy elbows on this, bro.
It's our vibe for the night. People going out, just Marius going out.
Oh yeah, dude. Aylady's definitely not going out. Actually, she is. She's gonna go to the hotel. I'm just kidding. The Sunnyside.
I love it. Such a good meme, dude. I love that.
Oh yeah, dude. I need to screenshot my notes and show them to you. It says Sunnyside Tavern, and then in quotations, not hotel.
Love that. All right, fair enough.
I think Brett would wait around for like any response from the sending stone, which I imagine kind of earlier in the evening like this, it isn't available.
It's always a toss-up, yeah. Especially because he's in Sigil, so it's like a different time zone entirely there. So it's like it's always hard to find the lineups.
So eventually he'd jump out the window because he doesn't want to run into anyone downstairs. And then go meet up with his theater friends to see how everyone's auditions went.
Ooh, hell yeah. Got a couple
Probably like
people
30
heading-
minutes after you've jumped out the window, knock at the door. Brett, you want some hot cocoa? No response. Okay, I guess you're still mad.
I love it. I love it. What would Koski be getting up to? Is he just hanging around?
Yes. Seems like tensions are still a little high with the group, slightly. So he, with Marius going out and doing something at a tavern and getting drunk, he's
You can always join him.
nah, he's not super interested in joining him, but he will, I think, just spend a little bit more time outside. Kind of bathe in the moonlight and just kind of watch the stars, and I don't know.
Well, that's cool. Yeah, you can hang out in the backyard.
Yeah.
You could probably got a good little view over there. It's not a giant yard by any means, but it's a good little sliver.
Yeah, probably thinking himself, what the fuck did I get myself into?
You
I love
asked
it.
for it.
Like
I love
after a
it.
bit of time, after Gail checks on Brett the second time, no response because he's not there. She comes out and joins you with a bottle of wine. She's just drinking from the bottle.
Not even
Just
off.
like mom.
Just like
I love that. We have a little montage. We got Gail and Koski sharing some wine outside under the stars. We got Brett sneaking off to go to maybe Bobo's Tavern, the like kind of ogre themed tavern. Like it's again kind of niche, kind of silly, but theater kids love it. They always have a good performance, big stage. Marius frequented there actually. Marius heading over probably to one of the bougier bars, getting some drinks, doing some karaoke, maybe giving a performance.
How
Roll
much
me
is this going to
2d6,
cost me?
Marius.
Okay. 2d6.
You get 5 gold.
Hey.
So we get a little song, get a little dance. It's like a very good night. Like you meet all sorts of nice people, have all sorts of good conversations, have most of your drinks paid for or comped.
You made back your ticket.
I did. But I'm going to take that 5 gold and just like blow it.
Just
I'm getting free drinks. I'm like, shots, everybody.
You're buying drinks for other people. I love
Yeah.
it.
You're the best, man. You're the best. Hey, you want a drink? It's like some dude that just walked in. Give me a shot. I got it. Hey, man, you like songs?
This guy. I love this guy.
Fucking love this dude. I don't even know you. I love you.
I love you, man.
You move. You could sit here.
I told my friends the truth today. It's awesome. You want a free drink?
I'm liberated.
I'm a murderer. I feel so free.
You better watch out. Just kidding. You want a drink?
Yeah, he's having a great time though.
I love it. Galen or Aility. I was kind of trying to merge Gale and Aility.
Gaylady.
Gaility.
That's our
Your
ship name.
ship name.
It's your ship name.
It started with this
Haters to
session.
lovers.
It did though. I love it. That's my ship for sure. Aility. Heading over to the Sunnyside Tavern and doing your traditional as you begin to approach, maybe go through a back alley, do your shift to Phineas and sort of cover the last block to get over there. Again, it's sort of like dockside, so you very much can hear the waves. Kind of a particular windy night. See some ships that are loading up. See them looking to begin to prep for ships that may be coming in. Heading over to the tavern, speaking with the hobgoblin behind the counter. Again, he has this like gnarly, like widow peak, very stringy hair. Doing the song and dance you've done, I mean, a good amount of times at this point. The hobgoblin would have no mail for you. No mail for the room, I should say.
I'm gonna go to that room. I am actually gonna sleep in that room tonight.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like it. Heading up there, getting a little bit of rest, a little bit of shut-eye as the hours begin to trickle on. How late is Brett and Marius staying up tonight? Just for flavor's sake.
Maybe Brett is having the long night he planned originally, since he just has to find out if he made the play or not tomorrow. Like he doesn't really have anything urgent to do tomorrow.
So what's a late one for Brett? What's that look like? Give me a rough estimation of like time to where he's like, oh, I gotta start heading back, guys. Like, what's that mark?
Maybe 2:30.
Okay. What about Marius?
I don't think he makes it home. I think they like last call him out of the bar, and then he's like, oh, I gotta meditate, and he goes to his meditate spot and probably like pukes somewhere on the way,
Jesus.
and then he just like lays down. This is so great. You're pretty cool. There's
I'm
like,
gonna meditate right here.
yeah, I love you so much. Just fix me. And then he passes out. Passes out. Sees the butt.
Jesus
Pile of-
Christ.
I love it. This is a man who's learning to cope, and I'm into it.
Yep.
Take a nap right here.
Yeah, so in his mind though, he like dabbed everyone at the bar, he got a little meditation in. In reality, they're like, you gotta go, you're a great time too, you gotta go, and they're kind of like pushing him.
It's 4 o'clock in the morning. You have to go, but you're like not tired. You're like, okay, whatever.
We closed an hour ago. I was being kind.
And then he gets a little like bro about it, pulls out his flask. We got a bar right here. I don't fucking need you. But I love you.
You can take the dog out the streets.
You
can't
the
take
streets of the dog.
Saloon's blessings. Swig.
Gives him flips him
Swing.
off. Oh, I love that. I will say for Koski and Gale, Koski, maybe you're like hanging out in the backyard. Gale, it's maybe getting close-ish to midnight. Would Gale head back inside or to like go to sleep, or would you go to refill on wine as you would look and see that the wine bottle you guys have been sipping out of is currently empty?
Yeah, Gail would have gotten another wine bottle. She probably used helpful assistant to have it go fetch it for her so she didn't have to get up. She's like, That you see that constellation up there? That's Osirion's bow. He's a legendary hunter.
Yes, very nice.
I think he killed a dragon. I don't know. And that one,
And
drunkenly pointing out constellations.
as it's about 12:30 on this night, our sort of cinematic shot would sort of pan back to the front of the house, where we would see the unseen servant like basically come through the front door and shut it behind him while holding the bottle. It's essentially just a floating bottle, basically. We would see a figure, sort of hooded and cowled. They would watch this bottle begin to float around to the backyard, begin to approach, probably hear some drunken yelling talk coming from Gale in the backyard. And this figure would sort of come around the edge and see Gale and this large minotaur just sort of like laying back, looking at the stars. Gale's probably like pointing up, talking about stars as this wine bottle is just floating closer to them in this backyard.
Oh, there's my wine.
Chance, what would Kellen like to do?
Hey.
Jesus, Gale, we've been gone for like 3.5 months and you already found somebody new again?
Kellen! She like stumbles over, probably falls trying to get up. Oh.
And you're shithoused. Okay.
Oh my god.
Where the
Everybody's fighting right now. And,
well, like, where? Okay. Hold on. Where is everybody?
I don't know. I think Brett's still in his room mad.
I-
Marius and Haley, am I drinking?
I
Oh,
told you.
but this is Koski. Koski, Kellen, Koski. This is the one that ran away.
Yes, this is old friend that abandoned. New friend. Yes.
Oh shit. Oh shit.
Well, I mean, he left a note.
Who the fuck did you say this guy was?
Hey, whoa. He's risked his life for us. Okay.
Yeah, I don't care about
Calm
whatever.
down.
Like,
down.
okay, you got a new
Koski,
boyfriend, Kel.
abandoned is a strong word.
I mean, is what everybody in group say, no? You leave without saying nothing to anybody and just go.
He left a note.
It sounds.
I mean, that doesn't necessarily make it okay, but he left a
It
note.
sounds to Koski like he abandoned friend. I really don't have time for whatever this is right now. So if you could just tell me where the fuck everybody else is and get your boyfriend or whatever the fuck this thing is out of here so that we can like deal with some shit, because there's some shit.
Chance over here having a fucking moral dilemma with these two characters.
I love this. This is
I love
great.
it.
It's awesome.
He's not going anyway back until they return the mirror.
Everyone's getting 2 characters now.
Well, I guess Marius really is leaving.
I introduce you to Marius number 2. Clown!
Marius.
You come back from this drunken night, and there's just 2 of you now.
Okay, so
What
but
happened?
Marius, where the fuck is Marius? Where's Brett? Where is everybody?
Where is
they're
anyone,
out
man?
drinking somewhere. They'll be back, I guess.
At the bar?
I think Brett's up in his room.
It's upstairs? God, okay. And Kellen will run inside and he'll like go up to Brett's room and start pounding on the door. Brett!
I'm surprised.
Brett!
No response.
Brett, what the fuck? Dude! Brett! Can I try opening the door?
Please!
Did Brett lock it? Is it locked?
We have
I
a
don't
no
know.
lock
Do
door
we need to
policy.
do that? Let's see. I'll do like a wisdom save or something. Or no, I'll roll a deception.
Ooh.
feel like that
So
makes
if
sense.
it rolled high, then he remembered to lock it.
It's a 12.
Ooh. He thought about it and then he forgot.
So
So you
Yeah.
open the door, handle turns.
Brett, Brett, what the fuck, yo? I thought you said that Brett was up here.
I've like drunkenly made my way inside, and I'm just like, "Oh my god, stop yelling! It's the middle of the night!"
Kellen will come down and he'll look at Gil and he'll be like, I don't think that you understand what's going on. And Koski's like kind of standing behind Gil. He's very confused. Went to Renda. Water Hollow Brotherhood is run by the Arnezas, by El's family.
Oh my god. Sorry, I don't care. Oh my god.
Wait, run by who?
Hold on, run that back. I'm a little too drunk.
Liza?
What?
Where is everybody?
This just echoes through the empty house.
It just pans out to Mary is passed out.
we get a pan shot of
No,
Mary
if
sleeping.
it's midnight 30th, he's still
yeah.
partying at the bar.
That's fair,
yeah,
yeah.
fair.
So is Brett. Everyone's still partying at bars.
Yeah, everyone's still out.
Ailey's just alone
Sleeping.
in a tavern, just curled up.
And as
Grow up.
You grow up.
As Kellen's getting all heated and grumpy and angry, Koski will pick Kellen up by the cloak and he will say, Koski is getting very impatient with how group decide to handle expressing their feeling. It feel very unnecessary. Time for Tentacle Boy to calm down.
He's Pastor Koshki.
Yeah.
You just holding him up.
Kellen's just like flailing around.
Works himself tired.
Gail just starts laughing.
Now, if any blue boy want to figure out where friends are, maybe we should go check bar where Gail said.
I don't remember which fucking bar they said they were going to.
How many bars are in this fucking place?
The
Well,
port.
it's a port city, so
Couple dozen?
Well, I only know of one, and that's the one that's at the Sunnyside Tavern. And what are the odds that anybody are going to be there?
It has too chipper of a name for anybody to be there.
I have no clue. But we
Where
could
the
try.
and where the hell do you think Brett went? What did you guys do? Where's Brett? Is he out like running around? Is he exercising?
Oh wait, Brett's not here.
No, he's not in his bedroom. He said he was in there.
Well, that's not.
That's
like,
what I'm saying. What did you guys do? Been gone for 7 days. I mean 8, I guess, but
He was really
what
mad.
the
then.
fuck did you guys
Oh,
do while I was gone?
I didn't do anything.
What didn't we do?
Well, I mean, we went out on an adventure and we killed Slod and got pregnant with Slot Baby, and then we come back and we talk to Garthur, and group thought the Garthur was evil because of the tech magic thing that both Elodie and Gale did. They said that
Oh yeah, Garther's totally
what the
full of chaos
what?
magic.
What the fuck is going on? Where is everybody? Somebody explain something to me. And why is this fucking cow in our fucking house?
I'm too drunk for this energy right now. This is alright, hold on. I'm gonna go get some water.
She like motions at you with her whole hand, like all of this.
Yeah,
You just calm down. First of
yeah,
all.
her hand was
Okay?
all
Oh
up
my
in your
god,
face.
okay, I don't have time for this. I'm just gonna go. I'm gonna start at the Sunnyside Tavern. I'm gonna see if I can find anybody. My fucking god. Jesus Christ, Gail, pull yourself together and please get the fucking get rid of your boyfriend.
He's not my boyfriend.
Sorry, Koski, you heard him.
I kind of ship it.
Right,
Was
so
Aelity
Kellen-
though?
Yeah,
Oh, him
She's
and
in
Koski.
her room, right? Being sad.
Who?
she's at the Sunnyside Tavern.
Oh, right. No, she's
The
at the
room she's been renting
tavern.
for like a month or
Kellen
so. At
doesn't
this
know
point.
that. Yeah,
That
Kellen
nobody
doesn't
knows
know that she has
about.
a room over there, but that is the only bar in town that Kellen went to, so that's the
Yeah.
only one that he knows of.
No more secrets, guys. That's why I'm gonna go retire to my secret room.
Eyes said
Oh,
no more
yeah, baby.
secrets.
Hey, I didn't say no more secrets. That was all Mary's.
Mhm.
He's religious now or something. I
Yeah,
don't know.
don't put words in my mouth. I'm a
He's a
book
board
full
again
of secrets.
Keep
You're
the
like
secret.
one secret to throw them off my track, and then to retreat
Right.
my mind palace.
My next plan to kill
I
them
need to
all.
go to my mind palace.
I am the Auric.
No.
So
shit.
Kellen
Okay.
heading over to Sunnyside. I mean, entering the tavern again. It's on dockside as you sort of cross the gap. It's like 1 o'clock in the morning or so. You get there, get into the tavern. There's only a couple of patrons. None of them are Aelity. You know that she's a changeling, so that could be working against you here a little bit. How are you trying to find her? What's your next step?
God damn it. He'd ask the people at the Sunnyside Tavern if they'd seen any of. He would describe his friends to them, like the workers specifically, and see if any of them had seen any of them. And if not, then he would go into asking where any of the other bars around the port might be.
Give me a persuasion check.
Persuasion?
I
You
also
can
like
do
to
it.
think that like you ran off while Gail went to grab some water, and by the time she came back with the glass, you were gone. She's
Yeah,
just like,
he's just
I'm
like
too
booked
drunk.
it.
I'm staying home and going
Ellen
to
would
bed
also
soon.
say, and if it makes it more worth your time, I can sweeten the deal with a little gold.
Ooh, how much gold you throwing into this?
He'll throw 2 gold pieces their way.
I will give you 1 copper piece.
He looks at the 2 gold and takes it. You don't even have to roll persuasion. The hobgoblin lets you know he hasn't seen anyone matching any of those descriptions. He would let you know there's a handful of other taverns here. I mean, there's probably like 6-ish taverns just in Port Star Sail alone. And he would loosely give you details on each
Which
one.
is the next closest one, sir?
It would probably be a few good
That
kegs up by the
Thank you
east gate.
so much for your time and this information. You are the best, and he will book it out.
So to save us some time, instead of you going to each one by one, You go to a handful of these establishments. Nowhere are they to be found. Even if you pay off a few more people, no one's seen any of your friends. A few people probably recognize Marius when you give them descriptions, but they have no idea
Damn it, where
he
the
is.
hell are these people? He'll
Maybe they saw him earlier in the night, but he was like bar hopping. So
Well, he's also been like prolific in the taverns with performances for like a month or two, so
Oh,
a
yeah.
lot of the
Yeah, it's been a
residents
gig.
would be like familiar with him.
bitch. Well, I mean, thank you for your time. Ah, motherfucker. Ah, fuck. God damn it. I'm just. He's going home.
Well, you have like a couple more. I mean, you still have like a handful more you can keep doing. That's
Oh,
just like the first
okay,
half
then yeah,
that
he's
you
gonna
kinda
keep
go
doing
to.
it until like the bars aren't open anymore. But then he's gonna go
Come
home.
the city.
We'll say it's getting close to like 2:30 or so, and as you're making your way up to Bobo's, you would see like stepping out the front door with like a gaggle of like other people around him would be Brett. They would all be like laughing over something Brett just said. You would see this tabaxi man, pretty big, like tall and built for a tabaxi, like put a big hand on Brett's back, like a patting the back and like a hard slap. Oh, Hotman, where do you come up with this stuff?
Oh, it just comes to me. It's so funny you say that because I imagine he just reflavors all of his real life stories. So he'll just like change out all the specifics, but he uses them as structure.
So he's lying. I'm just kidding.
And then as you're walking up, Kellen, yeah, they're like 50 feet out. You would see Brett and like 4 or 5 other people like walk out. Like a couple of them like give like Brett like fist bumps, and like one of them gives Brett a big hug as the gaggle sort of like separates as Brett's heading like the opposite direction of them.
No, I'm sure you got it, man. No, tomorrow. Yeah.
I'm
No,
telling
enough.
you,
I gotta
I'm telling
go.
you, you're getting the prince role. I'm telling
No.
you.
We'll see. I'll see you tomorrow. Okay, you get out of here.
Are there any trees or anything around the path that like Brett's walking by? Just out of curiosity.
I mean, probably a couple scattered about.
With the cloak of Elvenkind and the hood up, can Kellen do a stealth to get into the tree? Because he's gonna be a dick and he's gonna try to like pop up on Brett.
Oh, okay. Sort of like circle the path,
yeah,
get
because you
ahead
can
of
see
him,
that
hide up in a
he's coming
tree.
out, right? And since he doesn't know that he's here,
You know, yeah,
And he
you
just broke
guys,
off.
huh?
yeah, he's like heading back home. Like you know
Yeah.
Morningstar's still pretty good at this point. All of you do.
Can I give a stealth with advantage?
Okay. Give me a stealth with
Oh, please don't
advantage.
give me a natural one.
Brett has dark vision. I don't know how much that helps.
Brett, give me a perception check with disadvantage as you're sort of like wobbling your way back home. Again, it's like 2:30 at this point.
You might get Brett's attention if you shot him in the shoulder with your bow.
That would be a
That'd be
good
a good
joke.
wake up.
That would be a funny prank.
Oh, yeah, he might get a kick
What
out
a
of
funny
it.
prank.
Got you good.
He said perception.
Yes, perception with disadvantage since you are inebriated. Oh, 6,
But
yeah.
hark, the
so yeah,
dragon
you-
has come.
yeah, you're just like going over your lines. You probably have that like script back out, just like going over like the manuscript. Be like, okay, all right. So if this is the scene and I get this role, I would do this. I would say this.
And I'll point. And they'll be like,
like-
whoa, that's
I'll do
so
a
cool.
flip.
We love you, Brett.
I'll do a somersault, a handstand to a backspring.
And then I'll like, pa, pa, pa.
Just thinking
Take that,
of
dragon.
Bob's Burgers when Zeke comes out of nowhere to Jimmy Jr. He's like, let's wrestle. He just puts it in, like,
Jeju!
But so
Jeju!
I imagine that as Brett's like walking, Kellen's like put himself up in like the top of a tree or something, not like in the top of it, but like up in the branches and stuff, and so he has a nice vantage point on Brett, and as Brett's like walking by, he like lowers himself down upside down with his tentacles like right in front of Brett's face as he's like getting close.
It probably takes you a minute, Brett. Like he's like 10 feet away when you kind of like look over and like look up and see Kellen just like suspended there in air with his tentacles, like holding him down.
I will fight at your side, my lord, for I fear nothing.
God, that never gets old. Yeah,
Kellen?
hi, buddy. Gail told me that you were.
What? He's like rubbing his
Gail,
eyes.
Gail told me that you were in your room, and I went and checked on you, and you weren't there. And Gail's shithoused, and she has brought back a really muscly cow. That's in our house for some odd reason. I don't know what that whole situation is. But you mind filling me in on what's going on? Because I've got some news for you too.
Okay. Like, cause I remember waking up one day and like you weren't home and like you weren't even around here about it. So welcome back, I guess.
Yeah,
Walk with
I
me.
do have to say I am very sorry, Brett. I didn't mean to guess abandon you guys, as the muscly cow so harshly put it. It has a
Koshi?
name. It's not spelled with a K, is it?
I mean, I think there's one in there.
No, tell him no, please.
This isn't a new permanent fixture that you guys have decided to pick up in my week-long absence.
You were gone and my bed was cold.
It's so cold here.
I mean, I'm sorry.
I mean, I think he's as permanent as he wants to be, like you were, or is will be willing be doing.
Okay. Again,
He thinks he's being really clever.
He's hanging out with his smart friends tonight.
He's got a smirk on his face, even though he had to say that 12 different ways.
And he's like waving his
From the
arm
bottom
around,
of
like,
my heart, Brett,
stumbling.
I apologize for leaving you guys and not filling you in on what was going on. I was wrapped up in my own shit, in my own head space, and I was feeling really down on myself and really just awful. And I wasn't communicating, and I should have been communicating, and then I over communicated. And I'm just trying to figure some things out. And speaking of over communicating, that might be part of something that I have to tell you. But anyway, where is everybody else? And yeah, if you like want to fill me in, feel free. That is your choice as an individual. I respect you. And so I should probably apologize to everybody else. I was going to with Gail, but the whatever you called that thing really threw me off, and I don't know.
Koshiki, we like fought monsters together. He's like strong and like a good guy.
I am, right?
He's also not a thing.
Like, you guys.
Stronger? I mean, I don't know. It's like different kinds of strengths.
To, like, replace me with him, right? Like, I still want to be part of Team Snarl. Like, if I came back, I'm in it now, Brett.
I mean, I believe you, man, but like, Marius almost left to go after you, and he wasn't gonna say anything. It's like you set a bad example or something.
Okay, I will try to smooth it out, but like, where is everybody? Why can't I find Aelity or Phineas or Marius? Like,
I was gonna say goodbye on my way out. Okay.
I mean, I don't know, man. There was like a really awkward dinner tonight, and Marius like brought a bunch of food and was like, "My bad."
How was the dinner?
And then Elodie was like, "Oh, by the way, I've been lying." And then Marius was like, "Oh yeah, I killed someone." And then Elodie was like, "Yeah, I think I killed Phineas."
What?
oops. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna go upstairs. And then when I was upstairs, I was like, you know who I can hang out with right now? Because it's not like Quent's my only friend. I could go hang out with all of my cool friends from work, and they really nice to me, and we had a good time tonight. And I feel so much better.
I think Helen just sensing a little bit of tension, a little bit of her, and a little bit of
A
just
little.
I don't know. I think that he would probably, while Brett's saying all of that, he would just kind of, I don't know, he would just grab Brett and just give him a hug. Sorry.
He would hug you back. Like Liliana was just gone, and then we didn't know where she was, and you just leave.
It's hard to explain, Brett. I've never been good at communicating with people, and I don't know, without my brother around, I've just been lost, and I had an opportunity and a chance to try to figure some things out, and I fucked it up even more, Brett. I'm not gonna lie to you. Everything's fucked. Went to Renda, and Renda's controlled by the Water Hollow Brotherhood. It's run by the Arnezes, Brett, and I gave them my name, and I told them why I was there and what I was looking for about my brother, and they're part of all of this somehow. This is so much bigger than we thought. And what the fuck is this about Gale saying something about Garther being evil and working with what?
Well, while you were gone, we were we really need to step up operations and get in touch with Professor Captain Ma'am. And so we were like, let's do some monster hunting. And that's how we met Koshki, and he was so cool.
I don't know if
And
I
he
would
was
use
like,
that
what?
word to
What?
describe him
I can fight
myself
Slot.
personally, but okay.
Super awesome, the strongest guy you ever
I'll take
saw.
your word for it.
Yeah. And he's so tall.
Okay.
And he's really nice too. If Marius was nicer than he normally is,
So
that.
you mean not like Marius at all?
Yeah. He's such a cool guy.
Farting kidding me right now?
Well, so Koshki helped us find a monster, and then we brought monster parts back for that professor, not Captain Man. And he was like, "Oh, thanks so much. Here's a bunch of extra money, and I did an experiment on your friend,
Hey, you said that Marius got
but
pregnant?
it worked
What?
out. Thanks. Here's more money." Yeah, that's what they kept calling it. There's a thing, and it's making hand motions around his stomach. It was gross, and he was screaming and throwing up.
That
It's
sounds
crazy.
awful.
Yeah, maybe he deserved it. I don't know.
Hey.
Well, I mean, it sounds like
Catching
a
strays.
lot of stuff has been going on. I have not been able to find Aelity or Marius, and I have checked just about every bar in the city. You were the only one that I could find, Brett, and Gail is at home doing God knows what with that ghost key or whatever you want to call it.
Probably hanging out, having a good time.
Quick flashback to the house. Gale is passed out on those armchairs.
Ghost would just pull out a blanket and just lay it on Gail on the armchair. Just like walk back outside.
We get back and all the valuables are gone.
Because he's
Oh,
gone.
jack
gone.
shit.
He
Takes everything.
just,
He's
yeah.
been waiting for
Mirror's gone.
He took the fucking leftovers.
the 6 gold, man.
Piece
All
of
the
shit.
surf and turf.
I knew I didn't
He,
like
le-
it.
he left all the
Okay,
veggies
well,
though.
let's get you home and let's. I mean, at least you and I can talk about this more. Maybe with Gail. Fuck, she is so fucking hammered, dude. It is bad. Bad.
Yeah, you've never seen Gale that drunk.
And to save on a little bit of time, we'll say you get back to the house with Brett. Brett is probably like immediately ready for bed. Gail is probably like moved up to bed at this point. Whenever I guess after that, like once everyone's like out and it's just like Koski sitting outside, Kellen chilling, probably like all anxiety ridden downstairs. When would Aelody and Marius return back to the house the following day?
Probably not. Honestly, probably not till like 10 or 11.
Fair, it's fair. Get some good sleep, get some breakfast, and head over.
Marius wakes up to the street sweepers like pushing a broom on his face.
There's like some kids poking him with a stick, basically.
Okay, he actually rallied pretty well in the morning after
Attaboy.
prestidigitation,
Wild.
to vomit everything off of him.
A
And
lovely night of healing.
the grime does a quick little money count. All right,
Nobody
not too
robbed
bad.
me. Wow.
Not my worst. He'll take a swig of his endless flask and then spit it out everywhere, and then grab his water flask.
Reflex.
Oh god, everything hurts. What a day. And yeah, he'll just like he'll be haggard, but he won't be dirty looking. Prestidigitation. And yeah, makes my bag. So probably like, I don't know, 8 or 9.
Okay.
Maybe a little less. But more so from just like he kinda gets like a little wind and then he like sits down for a minute. He's like, oh god, dude. What if I die? Drink some more water, grabs a snack or something. It's a crawl home.
I love that. So we'll say maybe it's like 9:30, creeping 9:45-ish by the
Yeah,
time you get back home. You're like 30 minutes ahead of Aelody, basically. And yeah, you come back home. It's pretty standard outside, not too much else happening. Walking in, Kellen, you probably like hear someone like going to unlock the door, like draws your attention to it as it like opens up. You would see your faithful
Oh my
friend
fucking god,
Marius
Marius,
walking
where
through
the fuck
front
have you
door.
been?
Ow, don't yell at me.
Grabs head.
Oh god.
This
Kellen, I was gonna come
has
save you
been
yesterday.
the
And I'll just
worst
hug him.
night of my life.
Oh, that's wild, man. I just had the best night. God, and you missed it. Like I actually
What the-
slept. I ate like a champ. I told everybody everything, Kellen. Everything.
Hold on.
And then I
Hey,
had the
yeah,
best
no,
night of my life. And I was tearing
Back
it up on that
Back up.
stage. I was doing shots. And I met this random
Back
dude. I think I owe him
back
money.
up.
What?
Yeah, no,
Dude, I
that's
slept
super
full night.
weird. Brett told me that you murdered somebody. What?
Oh. Okay. I feel like that was a table conversation.
Yeah, no, okay. I guess if you want to go to the table, we can go to the table. But I don't know what that. Why you can't just tell me right here?
Well, it's fine. It's just because I don't tell people things. Oh god, it's okay. He like takes a deep breath. I'm an open book now. We don't keep secrets. Okay. Do you want like the
No,
short
what,
version?
What version did you give everybody else? Did you give it to the cow? Did you give it to the cow man? No. Who
See, you
is
met him.
this?
He's pretty sick, right? Yeah, dude. Dude fucks. Yeah, so as I told the group, he looked around. He's like, I guess they know. So a long time ago, I made a pact with Shar. It's a goddess. Yeah, pretty sure she's not just a deity of like a dead and evil things. And well, okay, there's a little more nuance. So, long story. This part will shorten. I was traveling with somebody who I thought was a good friend, and we were on the same page. But it was a long con, and he tricked me, and it infuriated me. So I made a pact to get some power.
Was it the cowman?
My
You can tell me
revenge.
if it was the cowman, because we can kill him right now. We can just get rid of him.
Oh man. See, this is why I wanted to find you, because when he first showed up, I was just like, we can kill him right now.
Gail comes out of the kitchen with a fresh pot of coffee.
After you shot me in the arm.
Fine. Please stop. Lower your voice.
Okay, so yeah, after.
Well, you don't need to whisper. Just stop yelling, Kellen.
So after,
it's probably waking you up, Brett, with the Kellens shouting when he first showed up.
So I, was like, hey, if you give me this power to get my revenge, I will, make sure I send his soul to you. So it wasn't just like a standard murder. But yes, I did kill somebody, and I kind of regretted it, and I went on the run for a few years. As you know, I was traveling around. It was to escape Shar. All the times we saw that shadow figure, that was Shar. I broke my pact with her to go a saloon, and she's not happy with it. So there's still a chance they might pop back into my life.
I mean,
so I just keep praying to saloon.
Okay, I mean, like, yeah, if that's working for you, man, I support it. I'm here for you.
I think it is. So yeah, just just gonna run away one day after I found you, and then I was just like, maybe we should just double down. And
but yeah, somebody was saying something
found
about
Liliana,
Professor Lady.
Do you guys want any of this? She's walking over to the table.
But yeah, so we tried to have a powwow yesterday. I tried to put it on the table, do a little group bonding. I think it went well.
Gail seemed to think differently, and so did Brett, but okay.
Okay, well, for me, I just feel good, man. I feel light. Like touch that shoulder. Feel how relaxed it is.
All the tension
just mush up there.
Fuck! No, we're getting off track. Where is Aelity?
We're catching up, Kellen. That's what we're doing.
And he'll like give Marius a really nice big deep hug, and he'll be like, "Yeah, no, this is good. I miss you too, man. But like,
after dealing with Koski, I forgive you for shooting me." And he'll like two hands push you away from him, just take you in, and he'll be like, "But I have no idea what Aelity is at all." And he's gonna make his way over to the table and get some coffee.
I mean, well, we should wait for Aelity before I say everything. I mean, I already told Gail. Gail, do you even remember anything from last night?
Yeah. Hey, where's Koski?
I remember you came back.
Koski's going to stay out back. Seemed like new group and new friends have some catching up to do with grumpy old friend who is incredibly rude.
Marius is giving you a little key thumbs up.
I remember Koski holding you up like a baby, and you were wiggling around like a screaming toddler.
Really drunk.
Gail should have walked downstairs. Like, Kellen, you're back.
Holy shit! When'd you get back? It's so funny. Oh my god.
Well, maybe that's Brett.
I was gonna say, how's Brett doing upstairs?
Terrible, apparently.
Ooh,
Maybe he
yeah.
overdrank.
Yeah, no, he did seem a little worse for wears.
guy.
Like I haven't seen him get that drunk since the time that I got him really drunk. On purpose.
On purpose.
I guess that's a good point. I should roll to see how
Accidentally.
well Gail's doing.
Entirely on purpose.
Yeah, no, she's not happy.
Gail is barely functioning.
Well, you better not be happy somewhere else, because the bathroom belongs to Brett this morning.
She went to take a sip from her endless coffee and almost lost it because she was just like, this, I can't do this anymore right now. Like, it's had the same flavor for how long?
We'll say after a little bit of time, maybe like 10-15 minutes or so is like loosely passed, 5 minutes elapsing. You guys can probably hear Brett upstairs, the sounds of a not so great morning. But you all would then hear the front door unlocking again. Seeing
Kellen would
Ailey
just
now
run up to
entering the
Ailey.
home.
Oh my fucking god, Ailey, where have you been? He just like he would try to run up and hug her. I don't know if she would receive it. Okay. Oh my fucking god.
Yeah,
Ailey,
she would.
Ailey. Everybody's
She
here.
would.
Okay. No, yeah, so
Hey!
like we've already kind of gone through some weird stuff.
Wait, does
but
Brett here?
let's all sit down. We've got some stuff to talk about. God damn it,
Kellen,
Gail.
volume, please.
I mean,
She's
Brett
just
is
got,
still
like,
upstairs.
Yeah, right? Okay. That's what I thought.
Yeah, I was about to say, I mean, it's been like another, 10 or 12-ish minutes since then. So it's up to you how Brett's still handling his morning.
I imagine he's alternating between sweats and shivers.
Oh, poor guy.
Ugh.
So like you hear the sink run, and then you hear the tub splash, and then you hear the toilet flush, and then you hear the sink run, and then you hear the toilet flush, then you hear the sink run, and then you hear the bathtub splash. It's like that.
Oh, sounds like he's having.
Kellen, you're the only one with
Yeah,
energy right
no,
now.
I
Could you go check
can
on him?
definitely do that.
Get your noise away from me.
God damn it, Windbag. Everybody else
Noise.
is happy to see me except the person with the new boyfriend, so I want to hear from you right now.
What? Boyfriend? She doesn't remember that
Hey,
part.
Brett, buddy. How you doing in there? So I mean, not to like hurry you up or anything. I mean, take your time and all. Aelidy's back, and I mean, I don't know how much you remember from last night. I know you were a little. I mean, you weren't as bad as Gale was, but I know you were feeling it a little bit. So, um, I've just got some information to kind of go over with the group. And I just wanted to make sure that you're there to hear it and receive it, and yeah, so we can kind of figure out a plan and go from there. Does that sound okay? Sound like something you can do?
Oh, we're
Yeah,
communicating.
we're gonna.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah,
Five
we're
five
gonna try
minutes.
doing something
5
different,
minutes.
because whatever we've been doing hasn't been. So.
You come out of the bathroom, everybody's gone. There's just a note stuck to the door.
It takes him like 15 minutes. to wrap things up, and like he brings like a bucket downstairs with like, I don't know, cold water. It's like splashing his face and his neck.
Poor guy.
Well, he'll stagger downstairs with his little impromptu setup, like a damp towel draped around his neck or something. A bucket.
You gotta keep refreshing it because it dries out.
Yeah. He just like leans his face over it and it's evaporating. Maybe he'll just like kind of sit in the corner with it set up on like maybe like this coffee table or something.
I'll blow the wind in your direction. Does that feel good?
Does what feel good? Everything's spinny.
You don't feel the wind? No? Okay.
Heart. My lord, the wind. The dragon.
Everyone making their way downstairs, getting settled at the table, getting somewhere to sit somewhere. What's the vibe in the room?
Seems
What's
very
the
tense.
atmosphere here?
And the downstairs, Mayor's is
Is,
chipper. He's feeling good.
Mm-hmm.
He's got breakfast in front of him.
Oh no, Gail did not prepare breakfast. She made coffee.
I know. He pulled out some of his bougie rations and he is eating while he drinks coffee.
Okay, so I mean, first off, I want to say sorry. I get it. I'm cool. Shouldn't have gone by myself. Should have communicated. Should have done a lot of things. I realize now that what I did was wrong, and I'm realizing that a lot of decisions that I have made were probably not the best, including.
I think we're all in the same boat with you, Kellen. All of us.
What?
And
More so than
so
others. But yes. And it's
I'm
okay.
just gonna
I
start off
understand.
by saying I miss the fuck out of you guys. Again, shouldn't have gone. Don't know what that thing is outside. And I hope that it's not a permanent fixture. And I hope it cannot hear me. I will not.
He has a name.
You start with me, Gail. Anyway. And went there to get some answers. While I was there, for less than a day, I may have found out some information. I'll start out with that. And what I found out about the
Oh, that was
Water Hollow Brotherhood is that it's run by Darnezas, run by El's family.
Right.
What?
Gail's eyes suddenly like go wide, like,
Not only that,
right, you said
but
that.
she was not my fucking girlfriend.
Wasn't
Do you
Elle
think
your
I would ever-
girlfriend?
No. Played chess like twice.
Oh, I thought you guys like were playing chess and shit.
This
Okay.
doesn't matter. Anyway, she's
see.
there right now. She is there. But they have like a whole fucking army over there. And not only that, but I can't go back there. I may have given my name to Elle's aunt. who was the head of the recruitment center.
Oh.
Yeah. Like,
Oh, like
hey,
Kellen?
Kellen
Like your
Beltan
name
here.
name?
Like, looking for my brother, who, at some point was like, was here for whatever
Ah.
reason, and like this was his name. I was just wondering, because he was probably like investigating you guys. I didn't say that, of course, but like she was probably like, oh, this person was investigating us, and we killed him and murdered him, and now you're coming here looking for him, and now we're gonna have to kill and murder you. But then I got out of there because Elle was like literally on her way into the building that I was like at the time. And yeah, so as soon as I walked out and I remembered that name, Arneza, I was like, wait, wasn't that Elle's last name? And then I was like, oh fuck. And then I like hopped on a ship to come and tell you guys all of this because I didn't realize that I didn't have any way to like communicate with you before. Like I wasn't thinking about a lot of things before. I did what I did. It,
Yeah, you don't need to tell us that.
Aelidy's eyes kind of go wide, and she turns and summons Finn and walks out to the back door and throws Finn up in the air. And she's gonna check the perimeter to see if Kellen was followed.
Give me a perception check, my good sir. As you send Finn up, you got that 100-foot radius as he does a loop
one
around
thing
your
that I
guys'
can tell you
general
guys
block.
with certainty is that like they knew I was alone. So they knew that you guys weren't with me or involved with me, at least at that point. And I mean, there's no way for them to
Okay.
magically track me, thank God. Yes, I did.
Oh yeah, because you did get the brand before you left, so yeah.
But a whole city that you just left from is essentially Elle's family, and probably a lot of people work for her family. So anybody from that city could have just hopped
Yeah,
on
but
a
I
ship.
mean, I did.
followed you.
Anyone from that
I was
organization
pretty
now,
like
essentially.
quiet about everything with everybody else. Like I didn't say anything else to anybody else that was there. It was really just the one person that I probably shouldn't have. And literally right after I did, I booked it. But this is
Okay.
so much bigger than any of the stuff. And so I don't know, has Kellen told everybody about like everything, even with like the Croker Foundation and all of that stuff? 'Cause if not, he would at this point.
I think you had decided not to originally because you, like early on, before you shared with anyone about it, you would test the waters about Kroger's and everyone would be like, "What? I love that place." And so you were afraid we would think you would sound crazy, so you only shared it with, I think it was Phineas, right? To like,
It was then it was Phineas and
like spy
Marius,
on
so
Kroger's.
it's Brett and Gail that didn't know. So he would
Is
tell.
Yeah. Well, but the whole reason we got the Moonstone wand was so that you could unlock that thing in,
Oh.
in the
Oh,
store.
so we
So
probably
I
were
feel like
told it.
you had come
Okay,
forward
well,
at some point. It just took a long time.
Yeah.
And then like before that ended up happening,
yeah. So
shit
he
went
would
down,
just
and we
he would just
ended up
reiterate.
waiving
He would be
school.
like,
Yeah, that sounds right.
This is like leagues beyond anything that we could have even possibly like grasped our heads around. I think at that point, Koski, hearing all of this crazy shit, would probably come in and take a seat down. It's a very intriguing conversation.
Mm.
Fair.
So, you're saying that this is a very big problem. This explain why Koski brought to Marius. Koski is Marius' protector, yes? Your best friend now. Koski never leave your side.
Oh yeah, they kind of have like a whole saloon
Oh my god.
connection or something.
Oh
I
no.
think Chad said he had to step away. He sent me a message a minute ago. A quick
Yeah.
BRB. But I'm sure Marius would have a lukewarm response.
Yeah, they've been like meditating
I
and
think that
stuff.
Marius is just gonna like hang out with me. We were like roommates and stuff before, you decided to like insert yourself into this whole situation. I don't know what that's all about.
Well, actually, I mean, technically, he didn't really insert himself. I mean, like, I found him. We both kind of like saw the ad
But I
for
mean, it
the
sounds like he's
slot.
like served his purpose, right? Like he did the slot thing with you guys, and not to like be mean or anything, Koski, but like I'm back now.
Well, I mean, we do still have to. Oh yeah, we exchanged his weapon for a mirror temporarily. That's how Aelody was able to message you.
Yeah, we're actually like re-upped on stuff now, right? Can we call her and tell her you're back and all the
Ooh,
stuff?
yeah. Roll me
Yeah, we need
1d4, Aelody,
Well,
for those charges. So we had one charge from yesterday.
fuck.
Just
Ooh, we have 2 charges. So you could cast one sending, though you would have to roll to see if the looking glass breaks.
oh, that's so scary.
Do we have enough money to buy this mirror if it breaks?
Marius is back.
It would be
Koski
2,000 gold.
and Kellen had a little bickering over you because Koski was like, "Well, I'm his protector," and Kellen's like, "No, it's fine. You can leave."
And we
Great.
we only got one charge back on the mirror, so
Mhm.
that means we only have 2 charges. So if we try to send a message to Liliana, that could potentially break the mirror.
Why do we need a messenger?
Well, we don't exactly know where she is in Ravnica, and we can't just.
I feel like we should figure out how to get to Ravnica first. Because I don't know what
Before we
update we're going to do.
message.
Hey, Liliana, we figured out more information. Can you tell us where you
Also,
are?
I'm just
Yeah,
gonna
I'm in
throw this out there.
Ravnica,
We
being
could
held
send
by
this,
Rakdos.
this Koski guy. We could send this Koski
Just,
guy to
we can do whatever we want.
Renda. And like maybe we can give him a description of what Elle looks like, and maybe he can go and like murder her, right?
Kill her.
Or extract her and bring her to us
I don't think he's a for
so we
hire
can get
like
more
that.
information.
Is Koski at the
like,
table?
From the way you made it sound, that kind of sounds like a
Yeah, so you want to
suicide
do that,
mission.
Koski?
But nobody knows.
I just feel like we should figure out how to get to Ravnica and then be like, hey, where are you in Ravnica?
Well,
For
there's
that
a
clarification.
teleportation scroll.
Do we have one? Oh, but it says it has to be linked somewhere. I don't know how that works.
Yeah, with the
Right.
teleportation circle spell, we need another circle on the
Like
other
a
side.
home base almost.
So
It might be. Yeah.
I mean,
burn the mirror.
a city as big as a planet, there's gotta be. It's just the issue of who controls them.
Coruscant?
As a plainly person, as a plane traveled person, do I know like regular ways to get to Ravnica? Like, how does one normally get there?
I mean, there are a lot of different like portals set up that could get one to like various places, though portals between planes are usually rare, hot commodity, heavily controlled. Spell jamming is one means. All the planes are located in spheres, besides a handful that are like multi-dimensional type setups.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah,
Hmm.
so that's why being a planeswalker is so nice, because then you can just pop between the planes and dimensions kind of willy-nilly. You have like a limit, obviously, but you have the freedom to.
Is there teleportation magic that doesn't require a like something on the other side?
Yeah, there is some. There is some. There is the I think it's just like a teleport spell.
Yeah.
Yes, there is the teleport spell. It's a 7th level spell.
Wait,
That's a big one. Because you can essentially teleport anywhere. But there's also some drawbacks to, like, it could fuck up.
I mean, we could exchange favors with someone who could get us a teleport spell, and then someone else can draw a teleport circle, and then
Be a
we
big
can all
favor.
go.
Well, a teleport would get you there. Teleport, you can teleport up to, I think, 8 willing creatures with
Can
you, so
somebody
9
like
collectively.
send a
Yeah.
message to with that like sending mirror to Captain Casper? Didn't he say he could swing back through?
Not
I mean,
today.
it says you guys said that the mirror expends like 2 charges when you use the sending spell, right? Didn't you say that it has 2 charges?
Right, I forgot we didn't use it. In my head, we had already
Yeah.
used it.
We can, but we also still risk it being destroyed. Where if we wait another day, then we could get some more charges and use it and not have to worry about it. But then we're also waiting another day.
Well, I'm not gonna lie, I was kind of imagining we're gonna be waiting for like a few weeks. Like, I kind of made plans, like, for work.
Also, we have no way to go to Ravnica right now anyways, unless well, actually, even if we do have 500 to pull together, which I feel like we do. That's how much the teleportation circle scroll was, right?
Yeah, I
Uh,
think so.
Well, but
I think
again,
teleportation
I
was a
think
little bit
that
more
what I was trying to
expensive. Let me
suggest
see.
was that we
Uh,
send a message to Captain Casper and we have
Or is
him
it-
come pick us up and take us to Ravnica. Yeah.
It's a spell jamming vessel, right?
it is. It is. The teleportation circle scroll is 1800. That's what it was listed for.
Oh,
Yeah. Okay. No, I thought 500. I guess that was something else.
I mean, it could be your way back if you found a teleportation circle here somewhere, I guess.
uh-huh.
But again, it's 1800 gold. That's a lot of monies.
Mm-hmm.
I think Casper's a good idea, but I also think we should wait till tomorrow so we don't risk
You
your
guys keep
Koshki's
using these
awesome
words
axe.
about Koski, and I think we should tone it down a little bit. I don't think that we
Like,
need
We
to.
just
radio.
haven't seen him in action.
I
He
mean,
had
I'll
to be
take your
there.
word for it. I just don't think that it's necessary. I don't understand why any blue tentacle man so angry.
He had a tense week, I guess.
I don't appreciate coming home and finding weird people in my house, sir. Again, Koski no want to say, but Koski have to say. Seem like any angry blue man abandoned friend, no? I just okay. Anyway, what are we gonna do?
I mean, he hasn't been sleeping in your bed, I don't think.
We don't need to talk about that. That's
Yeah, I think he's actually been sleeping outside.
again, not trying to be mean, but that's kind of where he belongs right now. Safe bet. I mean, we've and I just again,
It's like a
nothing against
rugged
you, Koski,
man,
but we've
like,
met
all
a lot of
brow.
like evil people and stuff, and I don't know. You don't seem like the most trustworthy person with all those like scars and big hulking scary stature and milky white eyes. Like, are you blind? Koski no blind. Koski able to see. Just fine, friend.
I mean, he
No,
got the scars from fighting sloths, I imagine.
this
Right?
design for saloon is done to all people in Koski village.
Oh. That looks a little painful.
Is not as bad as some other things that have happened.
What a man.
Got everyone all caught up. Everyone's up to speed. What seems to be our plan for the rest of today? Because I kind of got this, like the sense that we wanted to wait till tomorrow to use the mirror, just to hopefully make sure it doesn't break.
I mean, that's what Brett thinks, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I agree.
And it's not
Okay.
like we have a way to leave immediately, so we might as well be cautious.
Mm-hmm.
What would be our like little downtime activities for the day? We
You
know
know
that
what
Brett.
Brett's doing.
Yeah. Brett's yours will be towards the end of the day. You can obviously go watch more of the rehearsals, but the actual announcements will be around like 5 or 6.
Okay.
Any other activities for anyone else?
I guess Gail would stop by Jasmire's shop. Was it Shine Bright or Bright Shine?
Hers is going to be Shine Bright Goods Galore by Jasmire.
Just kind of give her a little update, like, we're waiting another day, got another message. Hopefully it shouldn't be too much longer.
Oh, not a problem at all. Actually, do you think you could bring the Koski fellow back over here? If he could reattune to this and reactivate it, that would actually be super helpful. It went dull after about an hour after he left, so my research has been kind of capped.
Oh, you haven't gotten anything from it?
I mean, I've gotten some from it, but I just wish I could get more from it, darling. I mean, it's going to take more than just an hour to dive into the depths of this thing's origins.
Are you not able to attune to it?
No, no one is able to, from what I was able to ascertain. It is an item wholly made for Koski.
Huh.
It's fascinating. But anyways, if you could send him over at some point, that would be excellent. Feel free to hold on to the mirror. It hasn't gotten destroyed or anything, has it? Right?
No. That's partly why we're waiting another day, trying to
It's
make sure it has
fine.
enough juice.
Totally fine. Totally fine. And if it does get destroyed, don't even worry about it. The axe will be mine, and we'll just sort of call it even there.
Well, yeah, we're trying to prevent that, but good
Oh,
to
I know, but just don't
in
sweat
case.
it. I won't be concerned. It's fine.
But yeah, I'll let Koski know. Man, I'm sure he's free. I don't know what he's got going on today, really, but we gotta find some time to kill, right?
Talk to Marius about that.
Yeah, I guess I go back. Let Koski know.
Yes.
Would Koski do Jasmine the favor?
Have no problem going. Koski be right back. Yes.
I'm kind of curious.
Of
I want to watch
course.
this.
Marius
I'm
come
a
too,
part of
no?
it now.
Marius come too.
No.
He may have stepped away again.
So Marius is hanging out. He's playing some tunes. He's chillaxing. Still treating it like a vacay. Maybe he's going to get some cradlers.
Oh,
Sorry, what are we doing for the day, you say?
Yeah, it's kind of like downtime stuff for the day. It's basically at the moment, Gale is taking Koski back to Shine Bright Goods Galore. Jasmine requested if Koski could come back and reattune to the axe to reactivate it, because about an hour after he left, it went inert because he was no longer attuned to it.
Is this the house
Thought this was
that
the house.
Garther gave us, or is this the house we've been renting?
This is the house Aelity got you.
Okay, cool.
Aelity's your landlord, technically. So everything's
Hell
under
yeah.
her
Well,
yeah.
if you're in Garther's house, I would work on moving out of Garther.
name. You guys haven't gotten any word about that yet.
Okay.
I believe you guys heard Aelity give Garther like a tavern room number for like a contact address for you guys.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Okay, I was making sure. Otherwise, I'm getting out. Yeah, he's guess go write Crud and tell him that the Deerspire plan is back on after hearing Kellen's
3
news.
letters in the post all heading
Oh
to
my
it.
god.
Hey man, I'm coming. Never mind. Just kidding, I am coming.
He's probably like, yeah, this is real Marius. Yep. No question. This is my best friend.
Hey, you probably got my joke letters.
He's gonna be expecting like 5 more.
Well, I like how Marius is like, man, I keep telling everybody everything. I gotta leave. And then Kellen's like, yeah, I just told him everything after he changed his mind. You're killing me.
I mean, just his name
And
his
like
brother
tell him my
stuff.
whole. Yeah, but at this
Hell
point,
knows who we
at
all
this
are.
point, again, Kellen was trying
I
to put this
work
point
with that.
across: is that he safely assumes that they assumed that he was alone. There was nobody else with him.
It happens when you assume. No, he'd probably actually go back to like the bar that he did way back when and just kind of like kick it and perform a bit.
Hell yeah. Enjoy the day. Roll me 2d6, Marius.
I think after his drunken escapades, he's like, man, I kind of miss being in front of a crowd. But he's not drinking. Oh, dear. I don't need a character sheet for that.
You get
9.
9 gold for your day of performing.
Eating bar food.
What's Aelity up to? Is Aelity going with Gale and Koski?
Honestly, no. I think she's kind of in this like funky trance. She'd probably just stay home.
Fair. Just hang out for the day, which is kind of perfect because those of you that would begin to sort of venture back out, you can see the weather would begin to turn a little bit of graying in the clouds, the wind picking up just a little bit more, not too wild, but obvious signs of an impending storm at some point. Who knows? But yeah, day going by good with Koski and Gale as you guys go and see the attunement process. Is really not too much visible or like visibly interesting about it, Gale, besides like, seeing the axe again. It looks much more simple, though, as if it is made of like almost like a crystalline metal of some kind. Though it's all very dull, very like simple colors. But as soon as Koski like sort of grabs it and like hangs out with it for that hour and attunes to it, it like vroom, like almost comes back to life. And it's not even letting out its true glow, but just in the comparison, it just like thrums back to life. And since you're in its presence, are you proficient with Arcana?
I'm not.
Or not? Give me an Arcana check. DC's a
I have a
little bit
+3.
higher. A little bit higher since you're not proficient. Just a smidge. Nice. We will
Okay,
take a
that's when I get a
19
big
plus
roll.
3.
Oh yeah.
And maybe it's just being in the presence of it, like the inert and that activation, like being there for that switch. You can almost feel when the magic is reactivated. It's just like this slight, like arcane pulse as it activates again. Maybe even seeing Jasmir's face light up as she like goes to grab the axe again. Oh, thank you, darling. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, this thing is immaculate. Okay. I mean, if you wanted to hang out here for some time, that would be excellent to allow me more time to investigate it. I mean, you've been investigating it in its inert state. There are minor secrets to unfold, but this is the
Koski, you
true
have
state when it
time
is open
while
and ready.
the group of new friends and angry little blue boy figured out what's going on, yes?
I mean, does it like do anything? Could you like, I don't know, should he show you something? Or are you just gonna keep, looking at it?
Oh, I'm just going to keep investigating it, honestly. He could swing it, I suppose, if you do miss that feeling after a day or so. I wouldn't deny you that, but no, reading the arcane workings of it is far more interesting than seeing it in action, honestly. This thing is not no origin on this material plane. Even the celestial planes, I can't find very many similar lattice work in the arcane weave itself that would apply to it. It is fascinating, truly fascinating.
Mind if I join you?
Of course, please feel free to mill about. And you guys are just sort of doing this like in that recessed, like little den area, kind of towards the back of the shop, that slightly more private area. All the other like
A little
cases
more
and
dimly lit in the
displays
back
sort of obscure this
area there.
place from the front. A little bit. There is lighting that could be turned up, like magically so, but it is very much like mood lighting by default in this place. Besides the display cases that offer like their own,
Well,
like
I mean,
very like
Koski knows this
pale light to
trick.
display each
Not
item.
sure if any other trick to mighty axe, and he'll tap the axe on the ground 3 times, and it'll start shedding some light.
Ah, fascinating. Truly fascinating. Did you know that this is pure moonlight that it gives off?
Part of
It
saloon,
is
of course.
truly interesting.
It is kind of dimmer than like sunlight, or like other light sources I've seen.
Yes, yes. Many liken it to a bioluminescent glow almost. It is beautiful in its organic
But if
nature. It's
Miss Jasmine figure out
mesmerizing.
any more trick to axe, please let Koski know. I'll hand it back over.
Of course, of course.
Yeah.
And these guys just gonna like spend the
Just
day
hang
milling
out.
about her magic shop.
Yeah. Gail wants to like cast an identify on it and try and like say something smart about it. Be like, "Ah, look, I can do that too."
Here, I'll add this one to your inventory. I'll add its little treasure handout so you two can read it since you identified it.
I miss you so.
Where'd you go? Because you would probably pick up that Jasmine is essentially casting like these variations of like identify and detect magic and hybrids between the two of them. These very unique spell work. This unique spell work she's using.
Mm-hmm. That's cool.
But excellent. Excellent. Jasmine, doing a lot of work in these hours. For Brett, as you're sort of maybe hanging out at the auditions, watching some of the last ones, hanging out with some of your theater buddies. The day would slowly roll by, and at about 5 o'clock or so, the postings for the actual like casting sheet would go up, and everyone would sort of crowd around it, looking for their name and at these various roles. Roll me a D100, Mr.
Ooh.
Hotman. A 56. So you would see at the top of this posting this large piece of parchment with this list of different characters and names tied to those characters, the parts they got. At the very top, it would read the Jingling Jaunties, and in larger font would be the Dragon's Throne. And you would begin to scan the list, and you would see about halfway down the list, scanned off, you would see Knight of House Scornscale. And sort of like thinking for a little bit and maybe going over some of the play elements that you and your buddies have been talking about. You would know that being a listed knight of House Scornscale, you'll have a fairly active part in the first and second act before essentially being killed off, at which point you would assume, you guys have been guessing that at that point you'll sort of change costume and be more of like a filler for a few like dance/music numbers towards like the third act closing numbers.
Hell yes, chorus part.
So it's like a participating part throughout the whole play, basically. It sort of switches partway through, so you get to use a couple of your different skills.
Yay! It's like high-fiving his friends, like anyone else who made the knight's table.
Yeah, you and the other knights, like, yeah, fuck yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
We're
So
the
if
Knights of the Round Table.
Yes, exactly.
so do you accept the position?
Yeah. And I
Yeah.
really hope we're sticking around. Brett's gonna
Hell
try
yeah.
to prioritize that.
So accepting this, they will offer you 50 gold pieces for 3 weeks of work, about a week of rehearsals, followed by 2 weeks of performances.
Hell yeah, that's probably my biggest commission yet.
It's a pretty big role. I mean, 50 gold for less than a month's of work is great by like traditional standards.
And for a side character,
Uh-huh.
It's a big deal. Not gonna lie.
But you and your theater friends probably rejoicing. Probably like a couple of you got parts, and a few of them maybe just got more like background or like stagehand spots, like towards the bottom of the list with like the crew listings that they need to help fill spots with. But yeah, everyone getting their roles and assignments, everyone being just elated at the Tailspun Theater. Before you all are quickly like shooed out as they're preparing for like another like kind of more traditional performance that they sort of put on like random nights like this. As that would all begin to go on. Anything else from anyone else this particular day? We want to move to the following day, get some charges.
I mean, Brett just worked through his hangover the only way
Sweating
he knows
it out.
how. Enjoying the stormy weather, running around. Yeah, and I also realized, like, if we're in a port town, like, maybe he has managed to find a decent place to surf, like, at least a little.
I can imagine
So,
that. I can
maybe he
imagine
spent the morning doing that.
even with some of the like rockier shores, if you wanted like a lone spot, you're probably skilled enough to like get up and down them with your board if you have to.
Hell yeah.
got to get out in the water a bit, but
What time of year is it?
It's like towards the beginning of the year. So it would be we're basically moving through the end of winter, heading into spring.
Kind of like Marchish.
I would put it closer to like a February, maybe moving towards March. Yeah. So moving towards March.
Okay, end of February.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
Getting close to the start of the school year. All of you maybe also have that in the back of your mind, knowing that school starts in, I don't know, like just a little over 2 weeks, maybe 2-ish weeks at this point.
I
This
guess
production
after
stays in town, right?
This one will be, yeah. The jingling jaunties, they sort of like go town to town. They're kind of interplanar. You would maybe have like picked that up that they do travel to some of the other planes from time to time, though it does seem they're in like an Arcavios stint at this point, just sort of circling the continent.
Mm.
I guess after trying to seem smart, and then very quickly getting put out of my depth by Jasmine in response to her going like, "Oh, really? Did you notice this?" And I'm just like, what?"
love
But
that.
after spending some time there, Gail would probably just head back home, do some more magic practice. Really trying to work on that subtle spell.
Love that. Love that. I also pictured this with Aelity. I know she's like staying home, just sort of relaxing, but I picture she still has like Phineas doing some patrols that she like checks in with every like hour or so. I don't know why that
Yeah.
feels fitting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. A day going by, each of you enjoying yourselves in various ways as you all come back together for a good dinner. Everyone enjoying themselves, having a good time. Before all of you eventually call it a night, various times, various states. Some of you may be heading back out to do a few things before coming back home. But we'll move on to the next day, following morning. Roll me 1d4, Aelity, as dawn would hit. As you wake up and check the mirror.
Real big 4.
Big money.
Hell yeah.
Let's go. It is maxed out, so it can only ever hold 4, but you're
Yeah.
helped out to 4 charges, baby.
How dare it?
You check that, probably hear the goings on downstairs, breakfast like loosely underway.
Okay. Probably run downstairs with a mirror.
What's the verdict?
We're fully charged. What do you want me to ask her?
Well, you got to reach out to Captain Casper too.
Mm. Yeah,
Mhm.
let's see
Yeah,
how
we
far
gotta
away he is.
we gotta see if Casper can even take us to Ravnica.
Well, they're sure to help us too, right? Like they won't just leave Liliana there, Captain
Okay.
Professor.
Imagine so. I hope so. Unless they got captured too.
Well, we're about to find out. And then she begins to.
Just remember to mention that she's been captured.
Okay, here we go.
35 words.
Captain Casper, it's a lady. Liliana has been captured. She's in Ravnica. Can you take us to Ravnica? How have you been?
That's
Got 9 more.
21 words.
Yeah.
Okay. How soon can you get to us?
28.
Love you. Bye.
That works.
31.
Yeah. You technically have 5 more, but
Perfect. It's perfect.
Ah, la, la, la. I'm just kidding.
The last
Nah,
words
nah.
are, wait, how many words do I have? And then like,
How do you turn this thing off?
how many words was that?
there you go. The response would come by pretty quick. Again, you're looking into the swirling face of the mirror. The words almost impacting as the water shifts forward with each word that sort of comes like through to your mind. Hey there. Captured? That's not very good. We're currently in Doridur. Uh, we could come back to you? Wait, where even are you? Did you
Fuck.
say Ravnica?
I have you at 29 words, but I did include all your ums and uhs.
Yeah, I was counting those too.
Okay.
Okay, so wait, I had 6. I counted. I had 6 left. Is
Yeah,
that you said
29
29?
says
Okay, yeah. Okay. Wait, did you say Ravnica? We could make the travel.
Yeah, we can't hear the message, right? Only Aelity can.
Yeah,
Yeah.
only Aelity
But-
can.
Can we see the mirror doing the weird ripply?
You can. It doesn't look as like profound. You wouldn't know the difference, obviously, but it is definitely like churning. To Aelity,
That's
it has much more motion, and it does that weird like 3D effect to it when words are spoken.
So what do you say?
They are somewhere else. Fuck, I can't remember where. Darden?
Doridur.
Dordur. They're in
Dordur.
Dordor. They said that they can come to us and they need to know where we are, which I completely forgot that was a thing. And they said it sucks that she was captured.
Honestly, even if you had said where they were, they probably still would have been like, "Do we come to you?" You know,
God
like.
damn it. So we have to like use it to communicate to them again, right? And then we have to wait again to talk to Liliana.
Yes.
Jesus fucking Christ, we're
Yes.
gonna be here forever.
Yes, we are.
Well, even once we get the communication out to them, it's gonna take a while for them to get to us. So it's not that big of a deal as far as waiting for Lily to get a message to Liliana.
Fair enough. I'll give you that. Good job. That was smart thinking, Gail.
Mhm.
But as far as waiting one more day or risking it, I mean, I feel like that's up to Koski. I mean, it's his weapon on the line here. Well, actually, even in general, like if we lose this, then we don't have any way to contact Liliana anymore.
Yeah.
Why don't we wait? Why don't we just wait?
Yeah, maybe everyone should figure out what they're gonna do to occupy themselves.
But I
Because
feel
I
like
got
you should
like
at
a
least
big role
like
coming up.
let Captain Casper know where we are today, so we can at least like get a jump on heading our way. No.
But if we lose that, we can't talk to Liliana until I figure out how to do sending spell myself. I think I can figure it out, guys. I'm on like the verge of a breakthrough.
Nice.
I think I could also learn it.
And I vote that we risk it
What's everyone
because,
thinking?
like, I mean, no offense or anything, but like, I don't give a shit about this guy's axe.
You haven't seen it.
Yeah, and you know what? Maybe we don't need to see it. Like, I mean, I say go for it, Aelity. Like, I think that Liliana's life is a little bit more important than Oski's axe.
I agree, which is why I think that maybe we shouldn't lose our only way to talk to Liliana just because we can't wait one more day.
Anybody else have any opinions? I mean, Kolsky would like to get the axe back, but understand that friends need to contact friends.
Yeah, I think we just have to be patient.
That's my vote.
Well, it's unanimous. We have to wait.
Kellen squelches in his chair.
Arms crossed,
Sending
kicking
is
his
not
legs.
in the sorcerer's spell list. I
I
could
can
have
learn
swore
it.
it was. Huh.
Maybe we can find someone to teach me. I swear I like almost sent something once. I was like, whoa. Did anybody feel that?
Right. So sounds like we're waiting one more day.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Do some downtime activities for the day. Brett, I'd imagine you're probably rehearsing.
I love play rehearsal because it's the best.
Unfortunately, there's no like stage rehearsal today. They're having some performances. So most of it's just at home doing just like some basic work, learning your scenes and blocking and all that sort of stuff.
Hard.
You got some dancing numbers and musical numbers as well towards the end. So maybe you start up on like learning some of those. Aelity, what are we getting up to, Aelity? Having another hangout day? Keeping Phineas on patrol? Or do you got some plans?
Should probably just walk around the city, try and clear her head.
Get that going a good long walk.
Yeah, by herself.
I like
Make some
it.
perception rolls. Make sure no one's fishy.
Give me a perception check, my good sir, as you take your nice walk around Port Star Sail. Nice. And over the next, hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, however long you're thinking your walk is on this like kind of stormy-ish day, as over the course of this next day, the weather's just sort of gotten a little nasty again. Maybe the occasional wave of rain would come down for 10 minutes before stopping. But with the 20 perception, you feel confident no one, it's like fishy's keeping an eye out on you.
Heck yeah.
Like
It should
any other
probably be
downtime
out for like
activities?
4 or 5 hours, just walking around.
Okay.
Maybe
Okay.
even work, honestly, to the leather shop.
Fair. It's fair. If you showed up, the store owners would probably be pretty mad.
Yeah, it's fine.
Where the hell were you? Like,
Sorry,
scheduled for
family
work.
business.
But they wouldn't have anything for today anyways. They may take you back in if you try to come back and give a persuasion check, but they're a little flustered with you on this particular day. Maybe let it cool off. Try again.
It's fine.
It's fine. They're nice people. Anything else from the rest of our party? Are we just sort of milling about having a sort of a laid back day?
I was literally gonna be like, I'm gonna go back to Yonder and Back Supply and be like, hey, sorry about that.
Is there a library?
There's a couple little libraries, yeah, as well as bookstores. You know that if you want like the best library, it's Lapis University's, which requires some sort of access to gain, but there's one or two.
I just spend the day trying to figure out what I can on Ravnica
One would
and
join
Rakdos.
Ooh, okay. Easy enough. Finding a little bookstore. Ooh, we got the classic boys, our
Yeah.
silver quill roomy boys.
There's a break in town.
You guys find again maybe a nice bookstore. It's one of your first spots. Then you do find maybe a small public library. But doing some research, both of you guys, you can either give me separate investigation checks, or one of you can have
I
advantage.
have a 4 to my investigation, I think.
I don't even know. It's my business. I got 2.
Separate?
I will give you guidance, and you can have advantage.
Yeah, and like
Pat your shoulder. All right,
yeah,
Kellen.
and,
Let's find
like,
this person.
that you're not gonna replace me with that thing, right? Like.
Oh, I brought up having him killed multiple times, but he's not
Like,
bad.
if you really just want to like go through with that, like
He's
I
not
can
bad.
I totally understand. I totally vouch for you. Like if he just goes missing one day, like
Yeah, Slim might be mad. He glued pretty hard the other day.
yeah,
I was a little jealous.
yeah.
Fuck Koski. Let's go kill him right now.
Murder him.
That's what we're doing. We're gonna invite Koski to the library, and then we'll lenny him in the woods.
But over the course of your day, you guys would again hop to a few different locales, do a little bit of knowledge gaining at a few different spots. But thankfully, Arcavios is a pretty plane aware sphere that it's in, even the planet itself. So it's not too hard to find information on Ravnica, or even Rakdos. And again, with a full day spent, you guys would learn that Ravnica itself is very old, very ancient. Probably in a pretty quick learning. One of the biggest things that has happened there in past, it hasn't been too terribly long, maybe 10-ish years or so, maybe a little bit less. It's referred to nowadays as the War of the Spark. It took place in Ravnica. Nicobolus, this ancient, powerful dragon, had created a beacon that summoned in all of these planeswalkers in an attempt to consume their spark to become all powerful, omnipotent, throughout all of the planes. It was a whole thing. You would probably also, just with the 18 that you got collectively, passively read information on Liliana Vess and how she aided Nicobolus in the initial assault on Ravnica. At first, it was like an information war. Nicobolus was very subversive at first, planting ideas, turning some of the major figures against each other before eventually leading to an all-out war and the War of the Spark. And Liliana Vess was essentially his top general. Until partway through, she turned tail and actually helped stop Nicobolus, and she was a big part in it. And you would learn that Ravnica itself, it's run by 10 guilds, each with their own parent. The parent sort of being the guild master themselves. You would learn that after the War of the Spark, there was a lot of reform that took place, and it's since found greater stability, especially as it has begun accepting more and more help from the greater spheres themselves, as it's kind of become more a part of the interspherical trade union and alliance. So it's become a bit more official. Its BlackRock status was lifted again about 10-ish years ago, shortly after the War of the Spark, and how there was a universal multiverse threat basically, and it was thankfully stopped by the Gatewatch. And yeah, big giant city that spreads the whole planet. It's insane. It wasn't always like that, but over the past 3,000-4,000 years, it's just been built up, parts of it torn down into ruin, built on top of that. It's just spreads throughout the whole planet. And you would also easily learn one of the 10 guilds is the cult of Rakdos. Rakdos themselves being a very powerful demon. They are known as the Defiler, the Enslaver, Demon God. I mean, his cult is known for putting on like performances from time to time of like displays of like bloodshed and like combat, viewing it as these like grisly displays of art. They're kind of sick and twisted.
Curious.
Um,
You like caught all of this stuff about Captain Professor, right?
I mean,
But like,
seems like
so
she's
wait,
changed.
like,
Mm-hmm.
reading about this cult, like, she said that she was captured by Rakdos, not the cult of Rakdos, right? Like the actual fucking demon god?
Well, she said Rakdos.
Or
Maybe it's
like,
kind of like
or
one
like
and the same. Like
actual
his
fucking demon
followers
god?
captured her. I mean, it sounds like she was pretty powerful. I hear you. I don't know. This is going to be one tough rescue. How'd she even get captured?
That's what I'm saying.
She was number
That's what
2
I'm
on the
saying,
bad
man.
side.
Like, for her to get
Help went on the
captured,
good
it had to have
side.
been like somebody like fucking crazy, right? This is Captain Professor we're talking about.
Well, unless she's,
You know, but
she might have enemies all over. I mean, she kind of helped both sides. I'm sure
like,
maybe it
so
was
like
as
we may be
innocent as
coming up.
like a
That's
trap.
just like something that we just have no fucking clue how to deal with, dude. Like,
Mm-hmm. I hear you. I actually know of a sweet little mountain town that we could just
hey,
disappear into if you want.
uh,
Go right now. We'll leave another note on the door. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, he's gonna go back to this
we
gonna
definitely
be
need
this gonna be
more,
rough. I think we should tell everyone what we know.
information from
But I
Captain
mean,
Professor now, right?
it's a giant.
Like, we have to like see if it's the cult or if it's like the actual fucking demon. Like,
Yeah. Well, we have. Yeah. We have context. Yeah. Well, I mean, let's just stay the course because. I mean, what are our choices?
no, that
Go
sounds
up
like a
against
terrible
Elle on our
idea.
own. Fight the Orc
Again,
on our own.
I'm really I'm really liking this idea. I don't know who threw it out there earlier, but maybe sending Koski to go to Renda alone and try to just like assassinate Elle. I think that sounds like a really good idea. Really open to that idea, and I think we should really revisit that with the group.
I mean, maybe we could just like spend the rest of our day finding an actual assassin. But also, like, I don't think Koski's a killer. And what if Elle does die? Her whole family runs it, right? I mean,
Yeah, but I
we're not
mean
even
that would
cutting
be
off the
like
head of the
really
snake.
cool though if she did die, right? Like that would just be like one problem down for us, right? Well, I mean two,
Oh
'cause
yeah, for
then
sure.
Koski
Like,
would
I
be
mean, maybe.
gone, so like win-win, right?
I hear you.
I didn't think about
That's fair. Well, he might come back to
we
tell
just
us
tell
it's
him to
done.
just take everybody out that's
But
over there. That they're all just evil.
yeah,
Like this is
well,
like a mission that Saloon gave to you, like personally, that to tell him.
yeah. Hey, dude, it turns out
Yeah,
Water
yeah.
Hollow Brotherhood is just Shar worshippers. And we'll just see. Yeah. Maybe not,
So
but he
we're
does need his
stuck
axe
with
before
him
we
for,
even
I mean, at
think
least
about
another
any of
day.
that.
Probably a couple more days. Fuck.
Oh, he just called himself my
And,
protector.
like,
It makes me feel
I
safe.
I could be your protector too. Like, I just
And he just
like, what's he got that I don't? Man?
God, just like
Like,
burgeoning, bulging muscles and veins, and like
well, fuck, dude. Like,
an air of confidence of
like,
just like I'll kill anything.
go work out with Brett more. Like,
Also, man,
I'll protect you.
yeah, but Brett's got like that lean body,
It's
and
gotta be
Kosi's got like
steroids. He's
I'll
taking
lift a fucking
HGH or
truck
something,
body.
like.
So, oh look, man. Like, you don't have to read into this, but the other day we were meditating, and he started glowing under that moonlight. Take me now, but I was talking to Saloon.
It wouldn't have been appropriate. I love it. Transitioning from there, any other downtime activities for the day? Anyone else got stuff going on?
An
No?
eventual workout from Brett, as per usual.
That is fair. That's probably baked into the routine at this point very thoroughly. 3 workouts a day.
Should I roll to see if I still have a job?
Give me a persuasion check. If you're trying to convince them now or let it simmer, it's up to you.
You guys got to get into the gig economy. I'm telling you, it's weird. It's weird.
Yeah. Okay. Not terrible.
An 18. Takes a little back and forth with the shop owners themselves. But after, again, a little back and forth, you're sort of like, explaining, maybe having to like, make up some excuses here or there.
Be like, I really wasn't planning on being gone that long. I thought it would just be the weekend.
But eventually, the owners of Yonder and Back Supply, they'd let you work every now and again. They wouldn't have a shift for you for a couple of days, but they'd let you
Fair,
work a
fair.
few helpful shifts while you earn their trust back, earning you a little bit of gold every week.
Is something.
Mm-hmm. All right. Anything else from the rest of our party? We're gonna move on to the next day. Next day.
Maybe this isn't necessarily like a that day thing, or maybe she'll do a little bit of looking. Maybe try and find another like
Go back
high-paying
and
job
make
kind
them
of thing.
give you your old job
That's
back.
fair. Keeping an eye out. I get that.
I'm so loyal, please, but also
I want to work here
Well,
so
I
bad.
don't mean like a high-paying, cause like another monster hunting kind of thing. Like a single gig kind of.
Oh, okay. I get that. So you'll be keeping an eye on the request boards sort of thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's more what I meant.
I get that. That's a good call. All right.
Yeah, something that we as the group could do to earn a bit of extra cash to help our endeavors.
Hey, give me 1 second. I'll be back.
For sure. Well, we would need him to roll the 1d4 for our next day. So.
Suspense.
Alright, well, that's 1 second.
He's a busy boy.
Who knows? Maybe Garther needs another monster slain.
Do we really want to work for him again, though? Like,
I mean,
Anybody
wouldn't it be the
tell-
best irony to be
anybody
funded
tell-
by our enemy and take them down?
but what are we giving him?
Did anybody tell Kellen about
Sure.
the plan to break into Garther's?
What did you say, Cal?
Kellen would be all for that.
So, like,
Yeah,
a
there was
maybe.
never exactly
Kellen
like
would
a
be all
real
for
plan.
that.
It was kind of like
if you guys
loose
ever said that to Kellen,
talks.
he would be like, "Yeah, we should definitely do that." You should probably go right now.
Right now, we should go
Yeah,
right now.
that's probably why we haven't
Gil,
said
that
anything to
fucking-
you about it.
Moonstone wand she could dispel shit with.
Actually, I have Dispel Magic. I could just... Pew, pew. I mean, it still requires like a check or something.
The Moonstone one was just for that specific dispel, by the way.
Yeah, I was pretty sure it was just that lock or...
Yeah. And it could work for more. You never know.
It
but
probably
that's what
works
it was
for all magic
purchased
locks.
for.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, I guess in this little bit of downtime, the other half of that day after negotiating for a job back and looking for some monster hunting things, should try and like just double check the appraisal on the wand, make sure like did we actually pay a fair price?
With all the crazy information
Just
that
too curious
Koski
now.
has been receiving too, I think Koski would do like a little bit more of an intense commune for the night for his meditation.
Fair. That's fair. We'll say with Gale, you maybe get distracted on your crystal wand price obsession.
Mm-hmm.
When you go to check one of the request boards, you find a very interesting posting. It is a missing poster. And it would be a missing poster
Why does
for
that
one
name sound
Balin
familiar?
Colazo.
Why does that name sound familiar?
Why do I know that name? Was that
Balin, he was the
the guy?
From that one house.
I think that was the guy that gave us the monster hunting job, right?
you guys were
Oh,
going
he's
there to
from
meet him, but
Michigan.
he had already left.
That's right.
Yeah, he was who we
because we
wanted
didn't.
to get in contact with.
Yeah.
There would be a missing poster for him. And any information, report to House Colazo.
Oh no. Is House Colazo in town?
Yes. They're one of the you guys would probably pick this up, but House Colazo, they are one of the like most reputable, like favored families, like sort of the five big families.
Is there a Cara Colazo?
There is a Cara Colazo. Who is it? Brett has seen Cara Colazo in like whisperings and murmurs at the Tailspun Theater. But
Yeah,
on
she's a patron of the arts.
But anyways, our day closing out here.
I would definitely
Benny's
share
back.
that information with the group.
Back on back.
Be like, guys, there's a missing poster for Balin Colazo.
Who's this blue dude? Balin Colazo. Sick.
He's missing. Found a
R.I.P.
missing poster.
Sucks to suck. I'm just kidding.
Speaking of sucks to suck, roll me 1d4, Papa Perry, as we move into the next day.
So
I don't like that comment.
I assume nothing.
No, I'm
nothing for the night for Koski.
Push
No,
goddamn
Hey.
button.
Two
no-
charges. We are
Nothing.
filled back up. Oh, no. Sorry. I completely forgot. But no religion check needed. It's a fairly calm night. Nothing strange.
Okay, full charges. I mean, I vote you use both charges, hope that the thing doesn't break, and then we return it, get this dude's axe back, and send him on his way. Probably Professor Captain Lady.
Sounds good.
Oh,
Who am I
shit,
contacting
Marius,
first?
we need to tell them about the information that we found at the library.
No, we. I feel like we definitely need to contact our ride.
probably
first.
good
They
information
might not
to
be so
know.
happy about it. Yeah. Yeah, we'll bring him up to
What-
speed about the whole Rakdos thing for them to clarify with her.
Hell yeah. A little catch up as you guys learn about a little bit of Ravnica that they gleaned. You learned about the War of the Spark. Learned about Rakdos and the cult of Rakdos and their strange, grotesque, grisly performances.
If Mary's
Oh.
telling the story, he would very quickly mention Liliana helping and then focus more on her switching sides.
For sure.
Hmm.
For sure.
Yeah, and then she helped Nicobolus, but then she decided to not. So there we go.
I feel like I would have known a little bit of that because I did know who Liliana was, right?
Yeah, you've heard of a few things with Liliana. You've heard of that. You've heard before that she was a part of another fight against a planar threat called the Eldrazi, or is it Eldrazi or the Nufrexians? I can't remember, but yes, you were vaguely familiar of some of those like big scary things, but you're more familiar with like the Gatewatch themselves and sort of like their actions.
That's right, yeah.
And for tiny,
Well,
Yeah.
for tiny
I mean,
blue
that
boy
would explain why she
information,
was captured, I
Koski
guess.
not planning on going anywhere. Koski need to watch over Marius. Marius, man, torn between two worlds right now. Need much protection.
Yeah, honestly, it kind of sounds like, from everything he's been saying, whether we like it or not, Koski's coming.
But like, does he have to?
Which, I mean, honestly, I'm totally fine with. He's a very
I mean, but,
vital
like,
aspect,
again,
especially
like,
in combat.
nah, like,
And then you
it's
and
like,
him, we're gonna
no,
be
it seems like we
unstoppable.
had a good thing going here. Like, just 5 of us.
Yeah, now we have a better thing because we have a meat shield.
Yeah, I mean, okay, I'll give you that. Like maybe it'll keep. Yeah, no, I don't usually. So
See, you don't want to get hit, right? He's
I
gonna
mean,
be up in their
that's a good
face.
point. And then Brett doesn't have to
Who's
get
gonna hit
hit,
you when they've got him in their face?
right? I know, but then
I mean, I could take a punch or two,
you don't like have
but
to. Like, so
I mean,
like
yeah,
ultimately, it's
Kellen.
just it's protecting Brett. And I can be down for that.
Okay. Well, I know you're slow to bond, man, but I think you'll like it. You don't need to feel shy.
Yeah, okay. I mean, bonding. I like you guys. You guys are pretty awesome. Um, we'll see about we'll see about him.
I mean, he came back.
No, maybe he'll grow on me over time or something. I don't know.
Brett leans over to
Okay,
Koshki like, don't take it
tiny
personally,
blue
man.
boy attitude, no problem for Koski.
Good man.
What would we like to do with our charges, Aility?
I think she would just consult the group even
Uh,
more, just to
think we
make
get as
sure
much.
I
How
exactly
about
what we want
we
to do.
message Liliana first
I
and
said we
get as
message
much
Casper first.
information out of Captain Professor and find out if she's being held by an actual fucking demon god thing or if she's just being held by the cult and like whereabouts in Ravnica this might be because like Ravnica's a fairly big place from what I understand. It's like that way we don't have to
All
wait
right,
to
sounds good. And anything else? Anything else before I say this message.
Well, my other question is, are we wanting to
yes.
use both charges today and risk that? I feel like, I mean, no offense, but the whole getting info from Liliana can take a bit more time, because I'm sure it's gonna be a few days before Casper can even get to us.
Or her, if he's closer to her.
Yeah, or if
We
they
need more.
think they can get her out. But then again, if she really is
Demon
being
God,
held
by
by
the
a
way.
demon, I don't
Like
know if
this
they
thing has
can
immense amount
by
of power,
themselves.
apparently.
Right.
But also, she knows that these sorts of spells have word limits, so
But yeah,
there's a
let's
chance
start with
that it's
messaging
not the
Captain Professor
actual
and
demon
finding out
god.
as much information as we can in this one spell, and then working from there, maybe? Need to message her again.
I still vote Casper.
Maybe
Brett?
she'll have advice.
Who should we message first?
Vote. Ellen votes. Captain Professor. Captain
mean-
Jasper. Or yeah, Captain Casper. Sorry.
Wait, Jasper? I thought it was Casper.
Koski votes
Yes,
Captain Casper. Kellen votes Captain Professor Liliana.
Okay. That's
Brett?
2 Casper, 1 Liliana, one
Okay.
Liliana.
Marius?
I don't really have an
vote, bro.
opinion on this one.
Sweet.
I don't care what you guys
Yeah.
do with the mirror, to be honest.
He gave his vote
Koski?
already.
I feel like you know everyone's secret now. Oh,
Hey, he's voting Casper.
okay. So 2-1. Brett?
I mean, I'm fine with either, to be honest.
Okay.
Recently, there's been an argument for Liliana, so maybe Liliana. She's captured. She must be scared.
That's fair.
What's Aelidy's vote?
Well, Aelidy's vote is going to be starting it and just saying so. um,
Someone's got to make a choice.
Just
Or
get
you
the
guys
captain
cannot
on the way
use it.
here.
Captain
Just get the captain-
Casper.
Yeah,
Casper.
Try to say Liliana. I need you to come here. We need your help. We might need some transportation. How far away are you? Thank you so much. And then tomorrow we can be like, Liliana, we have transportation on the way. Where are you?
Mm-hmm.
Casper. Aelidy.
Exactly.
I'm doing this right now. Casper
Okay.
to Aelidy.
Yeah.
We are in the Penzari Isles, Port Star Sail. Correct? Right? That's correct?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Hell yeah, we have here.
Perfection.
Notes, baby. That's not a part of it. How far until you get here? And where are you at? Let me know. Also, we're still trying to get information about
Thank you.
Liliana. Thank you.
Beautiful. Beautiful. There would be Again, a slight momentary pause before you hear the response back from the mirror. Right. We're about a week and a half away. North. We can make our way to you today and go from there. If we're still trying to go to Ravnica, we'll
That's
have
perfect.
to make plans. I think that's 35.
Heck yeah.
I don't know why I always forget to count when you start, Matt.
It takes a lot of effort for me to count and do it.
But you're omnipotent.
I'm attempting to be. But yeah, that was your response back, Aelity. As the words finish, the mirror stopping its swirl, returning back to its reflective surface.
Cool.
Oh my god.
Well, guys, a week and a half. So get comfortable. And
See,
Mhm.
told you. We have plenty of time.
How does that thing that we talked about earlier sound to you?
Yes.
You know that getting rid of a certain.
I like the idea. I just don't think Koski is that kind of hunter. But maybe when we get his axe back, you could pitch it to him. You know, like, hey, buddy, like, appreciate you being around. Thanks for looking out. Do you think you want to help the group and, like, go kill Elle? She's, like, a chess nerd, so it should be easy.
If I'm being honest, we have a week and a half. Why don't we talk to Garther? Why don't we get information out of Garther? Clearly, he's looking for Orc, it
Creeps me
seems
out.
like. Well, I guess that's fair. But why don't we be useful in this week and a half and get all the information that we can? He knows something about Liliana and where she's staying.
I can apply to go to the library at that college, right? Like, I just need a pass.
You have to have some kind of pass to get on there. Unsure exactly how. You guys know that a job posting gets you in. That's about it.
Mm-hmm.
You guys did leave, or Aelity did leave a contact address for Garther. He said he would reach out if he was in need of your services. So you never know. Maybe there's something there.
I think we confront him. Since we are leaving regardless. And I've been scouting and tracking, and no one has seemed to seen or know about our location. So
Well, we still haven't talked to Liliana yet, so like maybe once she knows about what we've set in motion, she'll have like a recommendation.
a recommendation of what exactly?
Of what to do.
Yeah, maybe just hearing, because I mean, we weren't able to convey that Garther had chaos magic to her, right? You haven't said that yet?
I'm pretty sure he did.
Yeah, I did.
You did. But
He
yeah, how
kinda,
did...
he info dumped like all the problems.
I mean, did it sound like she trusts him at all based off of that? I don't think so.
She didn't directly
Yeah, she didn't.
respond to that. It was
Yeah.
mainly, hey, don't let everyone separate. Like, I'm stuck. We're gonna need all the help we can get.
Yeah, I think we should try and get a bit more info from her first before. I mean, even then, it's gonna be hard to kind of get a hold of him again, I imagine. But I don't feel like confronting him is a good idea. I do like the idea of trying to get some info from him, but I also don't really know how or why he would give us any info, you know.
So we found a slot. It's just about working the system, getting close to him, talking, walking into his place of business, saying that we've heard rumblings of something. It's we don't have to bust doors.
Didn't people get mad because we weren't laying low enough?
I still would like to like you psychos.
Yeah, I think we should just like do what we've been doing. So like I'll go to play rehearsal and then I'll do all the plays and then we'll leave.
You could just stay here, Brett, if you want, and
I
live
mean, I'm
your
just saying I did like sign
live
up for
your
an
dreams as an
obligation.
actor. Yeah, live your dreams as an actor. That's fine.
Oh, Brett,
Well,
you go to the park? Congratulations, Mia.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
have
Yeah, I
you
got a
not-
part in the
have you
night
you not
squad.
been all this singing around the house?
Well, he's like a natural showman.
Practicing? He never sang though.
Also, I've been gone a lot,
Yeah, that's fair.
playing a lot of taverns, hit up the library, just get back into my roots. When's the big show, Brett?
Yeah, I was just about to ask.
Brett would share the schedule with everyone.
We got a week of rehearsals. Probably one of your first rehearsals is today, later on this afternoon. And
That's
then after that,
perfect.
you have 2 weeks of performances.
Takes a week and a half for the dude to get here, so we at least can see opening night.
Well, also even, we're gonna have to plan out, so I think we've got a bit of time.
All right.
Good.
So sounds like we got some irons in the fire. If there's nothing else in particular, we can end with you guys setting out to go take on the rest of your days. Figure out a plan. You guys know you got about a week and a half till hopefully your buddies, the Blades of the North, show up to hopefully hitch a ride. Yeah. It'll be sweet. It'll be sweet. If there's nothing else,
Yes.
we'll call our
Yes.
session there.
Woo! What a crazy one.
Oh man, so emotional.
Yeah, jeez, that was a roller coaster.
We fought today, metaphorically. Our inner